tropics. No, not everybody can live in fucking Australia with your damn cold mid part of the year, and or Indiana with your snow. Hey, y'all pieces of shit. I wish I had an external mic so I could like put it behind my my desktop rig away from the wind.
Yeah.
I can't afford that now. Not right now.
3, 2, 1. Yo, what's up? Today's the 30th of May 2017, and this is episode 29 of the Super Shumi Show. I'm your host, Jen, and here with me always is Arcus. What's up, dude?
Whoa, looking good, Joker. What's up, man?
When are you gonna play, man?
I haven't started playing it, I'm sorry.
Alright. So, with us, we got the...
I have the copy. It's sitting there.
Alright. So,
Waiting.
today
Crying.
we have the full crew. We got Ryan coming back from the dead. What's up?
Back from the dead.
Welcome to the land of the living.
It sucks. Yeah, I want to go back.
He wants
I
to
don't
die
blame you.
again.
What's up, Morgan? Morgan's here.
How's it going?
Izzard.
What's up, man?
The fuck was that?
Let's enjoy Kagawalai.
Yeah, so what's up, Izzard?
Not much. I'm just pretending to fast. I mean, actually fasting. You know.
You're actually hiding bacon the entire time
I've
throughout Ramadan.
tried to be a good Muslim right here. You know, the usual. Nothing special.
Wizard, you need to be a good Muslim, or else Allah Akbar.
Yeah, it's like if you're not a good Muslim, a white truck will appear out of nowhere to run you over. And that's what happens.
Aloha snack bar.
Exactly.
I love a low on snack bars.
You see, this is a very non-PC stream, from what I can tell.
And also with us is Josh. What's up, man?
Yeah, what up, boys?
Alright.
I'm sitting here sipping my American coffee, looking at my bald eagle, draped with an American flag over my back. The day after Memorial Day, hallelujah! I love this country. I'm doing great.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright. So it's been like a long time. I'd say over a month is pretty much, in my book, is like a goddamn long time since I was last recording.
Yeah.
And
It has been a hot
just a minute, yeah. And I'm sure you guys got a lot of stuff going on this past month, I guess.
Morgan doesn't do shit.
Alright.
Who wants to kick off with their what's the Happs?
I want to know more about Josh's independent, or whatever you call it, day.
Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
I heard Josh is Canadian. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. Hey, we like maple syrup and we talk real nice to other people, eh? We get our car stuck in the snow and then our police get out and push the cars in police chases, eh?
That's actually a really good impression.
What are you talking about?
Thank you. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
It's
about?
not an impression. But, okay, I can start.
Sure.
Well, my Memorial Day was fucking rad, like, in all honesty. Like, I got together with a bunch of my family. My sister came into town. She lives about 3.5 hours away now. She drove in from Missouri to come hang out with us on Memorial Day, and we cooked a bunch of American food. We cooked soup beans with ham and cornbread and grilled out hot dogs and made pasta salad and fucking deviled eggs. My grandma made 2 cheesecakes. We pigged the fuck out as a family. Just enjoyed the Veterans holiday. Memorial Day is like your guys' Anzac Day for us. It is a day where we all get together and do patriotic shit and cook out and revel in fellowship to honor the ones who have fallen in battle. and given us the freedom that we take for granted very often. So that's pretty much Memorial Day for us. And we celebrate it throughout the entirety of the weekend and end on Monday. That's pretty much Memorial Day in a nutshell. Why is everyone so fucking quiet?
Well, we're waiting for you to finish, is all.
Oh, shit. Well, y'all wanted to know about Memorial Day, and I told you. I figured you
Well, it's
have some
mostly
fucking-
Morgan.
Oh, other than that, shit.
So how
Ah,
many
shit.
Indians did you kill?
Oh, a few. I scalped, they scalped. I shot a few fucking Indians with my Colt Peacemaker right in the fucking forehead, you know? Doing God's work. Making Andrew Jackson proud.
I see. Yeah, Josh is really getting into that Far Cry 5.
Oh
Game
no,
hasn't
why'd
even
you
came out
mention
yet.
that?
No.
God damn it.
You-
Piece of
Why?
shit.
You just had to mention it, didn't you? You had to fucking say something. I won't even start on it now. I'll just explain how I've been. I've been good. I haven't had a chance to play much, actually. Fucking, like, barely anything at all. I played through RE4 once more, beat it in, like, a day.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gotten to this point at the game. Like, the other day, Izzard and Arcas were on there, and Arcas was playing Gwent. Izzard was watching him as fucking playing Resident Evil 4, like, talking to them. And if Arcas talked and fucked me up during a section and I didn't do it perfect, I just restart the whole fucking section over and do it perfect. Other than that, like, not shit. I went to see Guardians Volume 2. That was pretty good. I can't wait to
that
see
movie was
Baby
fucking
Driver when it
great.
comes out.
Yeah.
Baby Driver looks really good too. Edgar Wright's new film coming out. That looks fucking awesome.
Hmm. Did you
Love
stay
it.
for the whole movie of Guardians? Did you see the 5 post-credit sequences?
Fuck. I don't
What about
know.
with
I
Stan
can't
Lee?
recall 5. I think
There was one
I
with
thought-
Stan Lee. There was one with Sylvester Stallone. There was one with Adam Warlock. And then there was one where the guy did the whistle thing and he stabbed Drax.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking
That's
great.
Jesus Christ. No, I don't think I watched all of those.
Yeah, I stayed for the whole damn thing. That was
Yeah,
great.
so did I.
Oh well, fuck it. I'll get it on Blu-ray or whatever.
Missed out.
Other than that, like, not shit. I work. I do shit out in my workshop. I fix guns.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
That's what I do.
Badass.
Now- I have done fucking nothing. I've been meaning to try and fucking get around to getting the Fire Fades edition of Dark Souls 3 and, like, dedicate myself to platinuming that next. Because my cousin, Carson, is 2 trophies away from platinuming Dark Souls 3.
Oh my
shit.
god, you're gonna let him beat you.
Which
oh
ones
my
is
god,
he?
Josh, you're such a normie.
Which ones is he missing?
He's missing all rings and all sorceries and yeah. Okay, maybe it's 3. All sorceries, all miracles, and all rings, because he has to farm for 5 more Covenant items, 30 apiece.
Oh god.
He's gonna take all this week and do it and finish out that trophy list. But he's, like, put in hundreds of hours into doing it, like I have with Bloodborne. He just dedicated the shit out of himself to doing it, and I'm proud as fuck for him for it, because he had to do a lot of PvP.
Fuck.
I didn't know Covenant stuff is like heavily part
Yeah.
of the trophy list. Damn.
Oh yeah, because you can only
You
get
need to
certain
get like all the
sorceries
highest
and
levels in
miracles by
all of the
trading
covenants
in
or something,
Covenant
right?
You need, like, to get the highest end. Well, to get Dark Moon Blade, for example, you have to turn in 30 fucking Proof of a Concord caps.
God.
And how do you get
So
those?
you either you do Dark Moon Blade PvP, or you farm them rare drops from Silver Knights in Aaron Orlando. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Ah,
Is this Anne Orlando?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Fucking anal rodeo.
Is this Anal Lando?
is this Walt Disney?
But yeah, he has to farm all those fucking Covenant items, man, and I feel so bad. But then again, I had to go through the same shit with Chalice dungeons. But I was watching him do it, and he got like, it was hilarious because I was watching him do it like for a solid 35 minutes without getting a proof of a Concord kept from those fucking Silver Knights, and I was just like, maybe you should just start PvPing again, and like maybe you can kill hosts quicker than you can get them from these fucking Silver Knights. And as soon as I said that, the game's like, no, here, we'll let you have a drop. Here, take one. Don't go to PvP, keep farming PvP. We swear we'll be good.
Don't go online.
Yeah, he lost his shit because it happened immediately after I said that, and he said it was like the game was warning us to fuck off and not do PvP and just keep farming the regular enemies in game.
Like, it depends. If he's good, wouldn't it be much faster if he just, more skillful enough to kill the host and shit? To get it faster? Instead of relying on rare drops?
Good. He's pretty good and all, but, like, at the end of the day, he doesn't want to fucking get ganked over and over and over just to get a fucking Covenant item.
Fine.
Like, you get ganked 2 out of the 3 times of every invasion, practically. Well, in Anne Orlando, usually, like the last he was showing me the other day, they were doing tournaments down in that very first bonfire at the edge of Anne Orlando when you get out from Pontiff Sullivan's boss fight room. That little dividend down here with 2 staircases that lead us down into that bonfire.
Yeah.
The fucking host would sit up there and he'd summon people in through the Dark Moon Blade Covenant to do fucking fighting tournaments and shit there. And whenever one person would die, another would roll in and a new match would start. It was fucking sick. It was really clever. Like Thunderdome.
I gotta finish, I gotta start Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne at some point.
Yeah, you do. If you start Bloodborne, let me know and, I'll do the cool thing. And
wait, you play Bloodborne?
Really?
No, not at all. No.
He's only been going on about it for the past few weeks.
Really?
That's the joke.
I will tell you straight up, though, Bloodborne PvP is not as fun as Dark Souls PvP.
Why do you... Okay, so there's obviously 2 Souls games out right now, made by From Software. 2 really, really different franchises out there. One with a Victorian theme, one with, like, Berserk, medieval, dark fantasy shit. Which one do you think is the better game franchise?
Well, are you counting like the several accomplishments of one franchise over a course of games, or are you judging just based on solely the most recent entries?
Recent entries.
Oh, fuck. Well, I would have to say, like, before Ring City came out, it would be Bloodborne, but since the Ring City came out, like, the lore tying in together in Dark Souls 3 makes a lot more sense.
Kinda tying it together.
A little.
Wait, okay, let me rephrase the question. What did you guys think about Ring City?
I fucking like Ring City a lot, honestly. I thought that final boss was one of the coolest, most creative fucking bosses in Souls.
I need to get myself a proper computer so I can play it again.
Yeah, I want to hear Jen's thoughts on it later, but like I watched Carson do it, and I was just fucking flabbergasted at like they finally made a full PvP boss.
Because
going to the area of the final, the final area of that DLC, my mind just exploded. Like, we're here.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
This is the final boss of Dark Souls.
This is more than going back to what you call it, Killing of the Fresh Flame. It's like it's kind of like more than that.
How so?
Spoilers. You gotta play it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you could have seen our reactions when we first saw the Ring Knights. We lost our fucking shit. We were like, "Oh my god, dude! They're just cool. Dark wraiths with giant dark signs in their chests. That's the coolest fucking shit ever."
Yeah, that's kind of the trend here in Ring City. But
It's Canberra. It's fucking Canberra. Ring City.
Yeah.
Fucking
I see what you did
roundabouts
there.
everywhere.
Don't fucking remind me.
They're literally. I think they're my favorite enemy in the whole game. Just for the fact they're like dark rays with the dark sign in the center of their fucking chest.
They got like
just to let
That
you
is
know.
so-
and they
just
got
to
like
let you know,
dragon great
so-
shields with them and shit. Like fuck, it looks too
Okay,
cool.
Josh. Context to Australian geography. Canberra is the capital of Australia, and that city
Yeah.
is built with roundabouts everywhere.
Yeah, that's what
The
Ryan
fucking
told
big
me
city.
not too long ago. I think it was a few months ago. We were talking about how roundabout at fucking the end of JoJo season 1 tied into Canberra.
It's fucking Canberra, dude.
Like they just install megaphones everywhere around the city. It's constantly playing that.
And damn,
From the ground.
But yeah, man, Ring City, fucking pleasantly surprised. But my personal favorite game still is Bloodborne. Like I can't, dude. It's fucking like amazing. Like the lore in Bloodborne is Lovecraft, and I am the biggest Lovecraft fanboy. Like this side of the East Coast is
damn.
East Coast. So, like,
Yeah, I
my
gotta
personal
play it.
favorite is still Bloodborne. I fucking.
Are you gonna play the Surge?
I'm very interested in playing the Surge.
Ryan, what's your experience with it? Have you put any time in it so far?
I've played around 15 hours so far.
Yeah.
Do you dig it so far?
It's pretty fun, yeah. It's slower than Dark Souls, but it doesn't feel clunky. It just feels weighty.
It's not sluggish like Lords of the Fallen was.
No, it's not sluggish. It just feels really weighty sort of thing. Like
Okay.
the stuff you're using, the weapons are all like reappropriated tools, like welding tools and stuff like
Like-
that.
Dead Space. That thing.
Yeah, sort of thing. But they're all
I'm
melee.
gonna attack him with my butane and butane accessories.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised to hear that it like doesn't feel too sluggish like Lords of the Fallen did. I'm glad that studio, learned their fucking lesson and made Surge better. Yeah, I will get around to playing it eventually. Then.
The dodge is like Bloodborne. It's a dash to the side or backwards or forwards, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
that
good
is
are the
really
iframes? Are they like Bloodborne iframes, where literally when your feet leave the ground, like you're invincible for like a second?
I don't think there are any iframes actually.
Oh,
I
there
think
have
it's
to
purely
be.
on actually dodging.
There are no iframes in the dodge whatsoever.
I think there might be like very little iframes, but I think there's only like very few.
Wait,
Okay.
Ryan, what are the bosses like so far?
I'll get a feel
I've
for
only
it.
versed one so far.
Hmm.
It was basically a giant security robot.
I saw the picture. It looks like a cipher bot from Metal Gear 2.
It
Yeah,
Yeah,
does.
sort of.
Shit. Oh my god, you're right.
No, it looks like the fucking Chrysalis from Peace Walker.
Oh,
It
shit.
has a really unique way of doing the boss fights actually. Rather than starting off with you damaging the health of the boss fight, of the boss, as you attack it, you increase its danger sort of thing, which makes it do more powerful attacks over time and get like faster and more damaging and sort of thing, makes it smarter over time.
Jeez.
So it sort of learns
Wow.
from you as you start attacking it. And once you build up the threat
So
meter,
it's like
so you
boss
have-
stages.
then you'll be able
Like the
to
more you
attack
fight it, the more
harder
it
it
progresses
gets.
through those boss stages. Yeah.
yeah. Once you build up the
Okay.
threat meter to full, you'll like say in the first boss fight, build the threat meter to full, it goes into overheat mode, and you can attack the vulnerable core.
Hmm.
And that's how you deal damage to it. And then it gets reloaded sort of thing, and it gets back up. You have to put the threat level up again, then you can attack the core
That
again.
is so fucking video games.
Because
You know
like
what
the reason why I'm asking is because from what I understand, the Surge is like a game where you're like an employee who goes into like a robot factory that's fucked up because shit happened.
Yeah, basically, it's set in like the future sort of thing.
Yeah.
Probably like 80 years from now or so, I think.
So I'm thinking to
And-
myself, what kind of bosses will be available in a game like this? Because you'll mostly be fighting like dudes and robots, essentially.
Yeah, you fight
won't be
flying
fighting-
drones and corrupted workers.
Yeah, but you won't be fighting anything crazy like, I don't know, the Soul of Cinder, the Gwent equivalent. Cyber Gwent?
Cyber.
Gwent.
Soul of Cyber and Cyber.
Soul of
Dirt.
Cyber. Yeah.
Soul
Soul of
the
Ball.
the boss
And I
of the
love
factory
how
has
you
turned
get
himself
weapons and
cyborg.
armor in it.
How do you get weapons and armor in it?
Rather than just relying on random loot drops, you go up
Yeah.
to an enemy, you see what weapon they're using, so you're like, okay, you lock onto them, and then you use your targeting system to target them with
To
whatever
cut
you
it
want
off
from
of
them.
them?
Yeah.
Like to physically cut it off. That's fucking awesome. I do
Okay,
like
that's
that
that's
too.
pretty badass. So you literally
Like-
cut the arm off this guy if you want it.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's like, you remember that old PSP game, fucking Rengoku, the Endless Tower or some bullshit, where you were playing a fucking robot going through 999 floors, and you would fight robots with different appendages and hundreds of different fucking weapons on their arms, and you cut them off and fucking replaced your own arms with them and shit. That's what that reminds me of.
God damn.
God, that does
It-
sound cool. I
the-
will have to
The
get it.
targeting
I will
thing, the
play.
targeting thing he's talking about reminds me of Eternal Darkness, where you can like
Oh.
choose a limb and like chop it off.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm.
so that's I'm
But
kind
the
of.
thing is, sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
with the armored limbs, because they've got armor on them, obviously, like your attacks will recoil more, and which leaves you more vulnerable, and you deal less damage to them. So you have to choose between targeting unarmored parts, which don't get you anything, but will just kill them quicker, and targeting the armored parts, which will get you stuff, but they won't die as easily.
I wish the final boss is Senator Armstrong.
Far out, man.
Oh
Yeah, it's
my
really
God.
cool.
Okay, yeah. Well, I will definitely check it out then eventually, because talking like it seems really fucking interesting then, and I'm like, if it doesn't play too sluggish for me, then yeah, absolutely, I'll dig it.
How,
Um,
how
Some of
slow?
them
How
use the
slow
two-handed
is?
stuff.
How slow is your definition of sluggish? Because all of this
Is it Dark Souls 1 sluggish or like...
Dark Souls 1 is not sluggish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking like that's not sluggish at all.
Dude, if anything, Dark Souls 2 to me is the most sluggish one.
Yeah, to me, Dark Souls 2 feels more sluggish, but like Lords of the Fallen is my picture perfect definition of sluggish.
All right, yeah.
Like,
Same
They
to
definitely
me.
learn
Slog.
their mistakes.
Good. I'm glad. Also, talking about this game really makes me want to play Dead Space for some reason. Again.
Cut off
Yeah,
the
it's like-
limbs.
Fuck. Why are necromorphs one of the most horrifying fucking video game enemies of all time?
They should have sequels.
No.
Maybe around
Don't.
3 of them.
Why do you pour the salt in the wound, Ben? God damn it.
Alright.
I also
Maybe
love
a
how the main
compliment.
character's mask gets progressively more angry in each installment.
I love how by the end of Dead Space 3, they basically just turned Isaac into fucking Shepard. So lame.
Something favorite, something spirit out.
But yeah, my what's the haps is pretty much just, doing my thing, working, enjoying Memorial Day, and fucking playing Dark Souls 3 through with my cousin, trying to help him platinum it. Oh, and he started Last of Us, and
God damn.
it turns
Nice.
out that I am way, way, way better at The Last of Us than I thought I was. Like, I have perfect stealthed several of the late game sections, and
Yeah,
I
they're pretty
haven't
easy.
played it for fucking years.
I guess
So-
it's just experience from playing other stealth games, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Because I cleared a room with 9 clickers without being noticed.
Yeah, sometimes I
Games
just
like
totally...
Splinter
Usually when I play in Last of Us, I try to kill everything because I'm fucking brutal like that. But honestly, when you play, you should really stop shooting everything
Oh,
because you gotta.
no.
There's fucking resources and shit, eh?
No. I like
No?
killing things.
Yeah, I
No.
like killing.
It's fun shooting things.
Mm.
Or beating things with bricks. There's
Yeah,
bricks. If I run out of
And
bullets, I'll just
bottles.
beat them with bricks. And bottles.
I can't fucking
This has
wait
always
for,
bothered me. Some aspects of The Last of Us have always really bothered me because they don't make quite a lot of sense. Like, why can't you take a bottle, break the end of it, and use it as a temporary one-time use shiv?
Why can't I put a pair of scissors on a brick and throw it?
This isn't Dead Rising.
Why does the base level rifle only start out with fucking 2 rounds of ammunition when it's a Mauser and its stripper clip takes 4 rounds?
Why can't I
guess
put a fucking pair of scissors at the end of the rifle?
Easy there, fucking Kebabo Sabi.
Oh, man.
What's with your fascination in scissors, Arcus?
Why can't I put a pair of scissors inside of Ellie so when they touch her, it explodes?
Why can't I put
Jesus
a pair of
Christ.
scissors inside of
You know, when you started that sentence and then said it halfway through, I thought you meant a totally different thing than what you ended up with. I was like, Jesus Christ, Arcus, that's a little horrifying.
Why can't I put a pair of scissors on a clicker and throw it at the enemy?
What?
Fucking kill
What?
everything.
You mean like like shove a pair of scissors in a clicker's head and then giant swing him around into another room of clicker?
Just jab a pair of scissors and just like have it run to the enemy and just stab them to death.
Oh Christ! But yeah, we're like we almost cleared that whole fucking game together, and it just has me looking forward to The Last of Us 2 because I really like it, even though I know Ryan hates it. I think it's
The
Yeah,
Last
really
of
I'm
Us 2.
excited for The
Yeah,
Last
all
of
of
Us
us
2,
now.
man. Fuck. It's gonna be exciting seeing an E this year.
But that's pretty much all I've done in my What's the Haps. I'm looking forward to platinuming that fucking game with him soon, so look out for that.
All right.
I'll go next.
All right, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because I have quite a list, now that I think about it.
Oh, wait,
Did I
wait.
miss-
Before you start, Arcus,
Yeah.
you start, I also want to mention real quick that I finally got around to watching all 12 episodes of the anime Amama to Inazuma. And it's,
Sweetness and Lightning.
yes, and it's fucking adorable and probably jumped up to my top 3 favorite slice of life I've ever seen. And Tsumugi is the most adorable fucking child in anime ever.
She is.
Like, bar none.
Sharks.
Ah.
Sharks. Careful of sharks.
Yes. I love that
Same.
show, and everyone
Same.
in this group should watch it.
Summer.
Someday.
Okay, now you can go, Ark.
Okay, so I have quite a list because did I miss last time's podcast?
I have no
No,
idea. I
you
don't
were
even
there.
remember that far back.
I don't think so.
I think
No, I
Ryan was
did.
the only
I
one
was
missing.
there.
Yeah, you
I
did.
was
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I was there. Just checking. So since last time, I actually accomplished a fuck ton of things, and
That's a first.
now the first thing, yeah, it doesn't happen often, but holy fuck, it's been a fucking roller coaster of like completed like progression. Pretty good.
You had a lot of
Like,
time since our last
I
episode.
had a
so-
lot of time. I had a lot of
Yeah.
time to finish a lot of things, and I felt really
Yeah.
satisfied. So let's
Good.
start off with the top of the list. Is that so I beat Ocarina and Majora's Mask now.
Nice.
Yay.
Good shit.
So, what do you think of them?
Since
Since you're like way past their initial release. That's a
I
new-
like.
yeah.
They're both very good Zelda games, but honestly, I think I prefer Ocarina over Majora's Mask.
You prefer the
Because-
more traditional feeling Zelda?
I like the traditional like
Yeah.
fantasy theme of Zelda. Majora's Mask is a little too out there. It's
way
quite
out
fucked
there.
up in cases. It's quite fucked up in some parts of the game.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when you first... Okay, so there was that time when you go to the Dark Temple, the Stone Temple,
Mhm.
and you go to that little village, and you find a music box house, right? And then you put the waterfall down, and then you go into the music box house without the kid there, and you open the basement, and you open the cupboard, and his fucking dad is like a half mummy in there.
Oh yeah,
he's
that.
scre-
Yeah.
That was fucking terrifying. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
So-
they
Yeah, I
really
forgot
do
you're
this game?
terrified of Mummy.
I'm not
Can I just
terrified.
make a small
I did
announcement?
the right thing, but it's like if I'm imagining
Shut up.
that
I'm trying
if
to
I'm
create
playing at
kayfabe.
if I'm playing when I'm like 12 years old or something like that, that would be very terrifying for a kid.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
fucked up. But also because some of the mechanics are quite advanced for like, a child to play with. For example, like the whole Groundhog Day aspect of the game, and also how like when you go into temples, there's a time limit to how much you could do. If you cannot complete it, you have to reset the time and start all over again. That shit when I
Yeah.
first went to the first temple, and I went in there and I and I realized that I won't have enough time to finally beat the final boss before I reset time, I was so depressed. I was like, fuck, I gotta start all over again. This is horrible.
And
This
then
is
you can
very
just
unlike-
speedrun it, really.
You can, yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who speedruns shit, so I'm like, shit, I want to go and do everything. So like, well, after the initial, after beating like maybe two or three temples, I realized, okay, good. So there's like a pace towards these things. There's like a pacing thing for approaching temples. So like, you got to go in there without thinking about finishing the boss, but more like going in there to explore and get that item that they want you to get inside the temple, or you reset time and do it again. Yeah. So I realized that, but it's really fucking hardcore. The game, like the game mechanics and everything.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite part of playing Majora's Mask isn't fighting the final boss using the what is that mask? What is that?
Fierce deity mask?
The
Fierce deity mask,
Yeah.
boy.
I got that mask. So, okay, I played the game. I beat the ending twice. The first time without using the Fierce Deity mask, which is really easy.
Yeah.
And then when I put on the mask, it was just like super easy.
Super slaughter.
I just spammed the sword attack, and then he kept on throwing like sword rings at the Majora mask, and it just died.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah.
That is the special amiibo costume that's gonna happen in Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that. Yeah. You could even get the sword and everything, right?
Yeah. Sword, the mask, the whole outfit.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite moment is when you fight the Sand Snake, and then you get the Giant's mask,
Yeah.
and then you fucking do some wrestling moves on the
huge,
fucking
yeah.
Sand Snake. That was great. That was the best part of the game. But yeah, other things I did. As some of you know, I really love Witcher 3, and I finally beat it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Yay.
I've been right behind you, but I just haven't finished it.
Yeah, you got to go ahead, man. I beat it about 196 hours. If you could try and
Yeah.
beat it before then, that'd be great.
Okay.
Overall, 10 out of 10 game.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. It's one of the best RPGs I've ever played.
Yeah, it's really hard to top this one, man. It's really hard.
And the biggest thing that you take away from it and that's kept in your heart is the goddamn card game.
Yeah, the goddamn card game. Probably the best part of Witcher 3.
And then the one that's being released as a standalone game.
Yeah, standalone game.
Oh my god, I got
different.
2 of my coworkers playing the Gwent game now.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Both of them are one of them is not a Witcher fan. He was a Hearthstone player, so it was easy for him to play. But then when he started playing, we just talk about it all the time.
Essentially, he sucked at Hearthstone, so he decided to try it like Gwent because it's so much more.
I don't know, man. And then the other guy, he's a big time Witcher 3 fan, so he might he's gonna get in there too, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. The sad thing about I also know that Josh is playing Gwent as well.
Yeah.
How are you finding the game so far?
I really enjoy the structure of it. I think some of the mechanics, like the way they change some things, is a little weird, but like I'll just have to get used to them. Like the fact that Command Horn doesn't last for the rest of the cards you lay down in a single row anymore, just for the ones that are already down at that time, and just little tweaks to cards and shit like that. But the actual structure of the game and the layout that they made it seems really familiar and flows really well. And I think it's close to being like releasable as a whole game.
It's really easy to play too. It's like more than before.
Yeah, especially for us, because we're so fucking used to Gwent in the game, we can just jump right the fuck in.
Yeah, just jump right the fuck in. Some cards don't work anymore. For example, fog and rain and frost.
Yeah, they had totally different effects now.
They have totally different effects, and you don't have to put it on specific rows. You can put it on any row you want.
Yep.
So, Arcus, in terms of the card game, what is a more familiar, or what's the closest thing to it? Is it closer to Magic? Is it closer to Ways? Is it closer to Hearthstone?
Remember the game that you used to play with your siblings? Like, you just take your traditional cards, and whoever has the higher number of face cards, like say you get a 6 and your sibling gets an 8, and she wins. That is Gwent.
That is Gwent.
Fuck you, Wizard.
Am I wrong? Am I
You're
fucking wrong?
That actually just sounds a lot like Way Sports.
complicated and like fleshed out than that, but the basic objective is that. Yeah.
I got a higher number than you, so therefore
Yeah,
I
I
win.
higher number than you.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically. But
So,
there
yeah,
are cards that
it-
you could. Yeah, there are cards where you could summon, which will sabotage the other team's points.
Yeah, some cards do that, and some
Yeah.
cards like will summon minions. So whatever the monster cards can do.
So
Essentially,
it's
it's
like a mixture
yeah, it's
between Yu-Gi-Oh and Way Sports.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
sort of like that.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Hmm.
kind of like that.
Arcus, you should also touch on the armor mechanic, which they have added in the standalone game.
Yeah.
Which is a totally new feature.
Yeah, I have it for Northern Realms, and this is the most OP shit ever. It's
Yeah,
so
they-
fucked up.
That is very Hearthstone. That they added armor to some certain factions and cards on top of the strength they already have. So if several other cards attack said other cards, they take away from the armor first before they actually take away from the strength value of that card.
Yeah.
Oh, but they'll probably do something similar to what Hearthstone did. Is any kind of magic building deck usually will always have a cards that can bypass armor.
Yes, the can
Yeah,
negate.
there are certain cards that could bypass armor.
Several.
But sometimes it's actually to your advantage to get rid of armor on your own team. Because I have a few cards in my Northern Realms deck where like they have 3 armors each when you drop them on. But there's another card where you could break their armor, and when their armor breaks, they add an extra 5 attack points onto themselves.
You know,
So they're
thinking about
stronger
it now,
without their armor.
you know, thinking about it now, like Gwent just rips off like several aspects of really popular TCGs and gets away with it because it's just really
It's fucking Witcher, and that's why. Because the characters are great. Like,
Because
you love Cthulhu. You realize that one of the leader cards is Dagon, right?
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, it's great. And
It's
Jen won't
taking the
play it because
aspects.
he fucking hates The Witcher.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
It's taking the
RIP.
aspects of different games and fantasies that everyone loves to try and make a card game that everyone loves.
It's really hard not to love it though. It's really hard.
It is.
Trying
It's
to-
unbelievably charming.
Yeah, it's unbelievably great. Cause like each of the card has like some voice acted lines, and also you could get like a premium version of the card which is animated.
All the cards
Like
have,
Hearthstone.
all the cards
Yeah,
have all the cards have animated versions, right?
Yes, all the cards have an animated version.
I wish Hearthstone had animation, but no, that would just make Blizzard, you know. Oh, we have a
Wait, they don't have animated cards in Hearthstone?
No, they don't.
No,
They
Yeah,
have
they
fully
do not.
voiced-
They
It's all
have
static.
like cards which have special effects on them, and they have gold cards as well, but they don't have like the pictures animated.
Because you know, if they do, right, that means everybody from your grandmas to those who are no longer with us will fucking buy the animated versions of the damn cards, right? And
Yes.
that would push Blizzard's revenue off the peak to the point that they no longer need Activision, all right? So they said,
Yeah,
Total
but
Biscuit
Blizzard-
will have to spend another $1,500 of his chemotherapy money on card packs.
exactly.
Yeah, but Blizzard have already done that with their golden cards in the first place. People spend so much money trying to get the golden variants of some cards, and it's ridiculous. People go around playing entire decks of golden cards.
Yep.
Blizzard
Because
is
people have
so-
more money than time to waste.
It's like I told you, it's like Arcus. He links me to a news article saying that the legendary drops in the Overwatch's new event is extremely low, and I could attest to that. But people will still buy the loot boxes, even if it was draped in swastikas and anti-Semite quotes,
Yes.
Yeah.
because
They fucking would. I know.
they would. It's like oh, you have this box here, then on the side of the box, like 2 rabbis and a priest enter a bar, and then you can see a little bit scratched out. And they'll still buy that shit.
It was
still
fucking
it's
like-
Blizzard.
Oh, my box said gas all the Jews,
Hey.
but I got a sick Diva Ultra skin. Oh my god.
Hey,
Yeah,
is
no. The new Diva skin's awesome. She says, "Hey, Daddy-O." It's pretty cool. I love that.
I was having that discussion with that coworker about Overwatch this afternoon, and he agrees that this is terrible. You know, he just started, and like some people, they would only play for like, no, some people don't even play for like 5 hours a week because they actually have other things to do.
Yeah.
So it's really bad for those kind of people to play this kind of event because you can only play for 5 hours. What? That's equivalent to maybe 4 or 5 loot boxes at most a week. And this event goes on for like 2 weeks and a half.
It ends on June 12th.
Yeah, stuff like that. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really hard for people to get loot boxes these days. And it's already hard enough that because loot boxes are so rare.
No, loot boxes, it's not. Them getting loot boxes
The
is a
loot,
sure thing.
the legendary skins and the
it's
emotes, those are rare.
Oh, okay. Look, I already told you what happened to me. I got fucking Zarya's legendary skin 3 times.
Gwent.
Fuck you.
Shut up. No, but listen. So 3 times. Okay, so I'm trying to think here. I don't think I got any other legendary skin for the event. So 3 times out of 50. Those are my odds.
Well, to be fair, I got Cyber Ninja right off the bat, but you know.
All right, fine. That's it. That's
Hey,
good
is
for
it?
you. Yeah.
How much do you sink into loot boxes if they actually made Mei a Haruhi skin and made it only a 1 in a million chance?
Oh lord.
You
Oh
see,
god.
You see, there's
Oh,
a
Lord.
saying that I truly believe in. If you want something, and you really want it really, really badly, you would be able to suck all the dick that's ever existed. the ones that are no longer with us, you will suck their dicks. The ones that are yet to come, you will suck their dicks. Until their age.
Honestly, is there? I could think of a few ways they could actually improve on this new system. Number one is like, if they're gonna do like a chance kind of thing, shouldn't they make it so that when you open some like accumulation of like 4 or 5 loot boxes, the chance of getting better stuff increases, as opposed to opening only 1 box at a time?
So what, like a multiplier? Like that?
Yeah, because that's what they did with the mobile game for Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Really?
But okay, so the problem with that is that you'll require Blizzard to take away one of their biggest money-making operations.
Yeah, true.
But
And
at the
those are
same time,
I remember, no one, everybody with the exception of you, realize what happens in the Fire Emblem MOBA. They don't even know that it exists. Like, that's how bad it is.
Arcus, a more likely scenario is what they would put in is if you've already got an item of something, your chances of getting that item again would be ridiculously low.
Yeah, or stuff like that. They really need to fix this shit. I don't think they're even gonna fix it while this event is happening.
They're not because this is probably how many, because as it stands right now,
It's been a year, Izzard. This game's been out for a year.
Hey, Arcus, Destiny has been out for 4 years, and that feature I just mentioned there took them 2.5 years to implement.
God fucking damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Right.
4 years?
All right,
Oh,
all right.
man.
All right,
Like a long
Memorial
time
of
ago.
7 years.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so other than that, I did a few other things. I watched 2 movies, John Wick 2 and
Yes.
Train to
Yeah.
Busan.
Yes. And what?
Train to Busan, the Korean zombie movie.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, I know which one you're referring to.
Okay, so both of them were very good.
Nice.
John Wick 2 is very obviously very good. Who amongst us has watched it aside from me? I think it's Josh.
Everybody
watched it.
watched it.
I'm the one who watched it first.
Yeah, I watched it first too.
I was
think second.
thoroughly surprised that it was that good. Thoroughly surprised.
Yeah.
I will
know that-
actually put money onto it and buy the DVD when it comes out. I'm not going to pirate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so Morgan, you haven't seen it?
Oh, I've seen it, yeah.
Okay. So the movie is really good. It follows up on what happened at the end of John Wick 1. And basically, if for
Rest in
those of
peace,
you
dog.
who don't know what John Wick is about, basically Keanu Reeves, he's a trained assassin. And in the beginning of the movie, his
Like in
dog,
almost every movie.
his wife's dead. So now he's out for revenge.
Simple and clean.
Could you be a little bit more specific than that?
Yeah, I'm just
wrong.
thinking it's like you pretty much described nearly 2/3 of every Keanu Reeves movie.
You don't understand. He really loves his dog.
Just okay, I'll specify. He is a retired hitman who used to work for the Russian mafia.
Don't tell too much. You're telling too much. Say he really loves his dog, and someone snapped his dog's neck.
No,
And then
they
he's
didn't
out for
snap his
revenge.
dog's neck.
Yes, they did?
Crushed the rib cage.
Oh, right, yeah, they did. It's fucked up.
He
Anyway,
crawled over the
second
dog.
movie, something worse happens to him. They steal his favorite car,
Bum,
Oh.
bum, bum, bum.
and that's when
The car was stolen in the
shit
first
went
one. He
to
just never got
11.
it back.
But yeah, the whole movie was really fucking good. Keanu Reeves was on point with all the gun action. It was really fun.
Dude. Yeah, he was trained by Terran Tactical, one of the best competition 3-gun shooters like in the fucking States.
Jen, have you
But-
seen John Wick?
Nope.
Okay.
You need to.
So whenever he shoot, like normally when you watch like a gun movie, like what is it like, police movie or stuff like that,
Yeah.
most people hold their guns like pointed forward. Keanu Reeves holds it kind of like super tactically, so he holds it kind of like a 60-degree angle.
I'm so fucking triggered. I'm so fucking triggered.
Okay,
that
fine,
you're not
Josh,
calling
you
it
explain
by
it.
its name.
I don't hold
I'm
it
so
down.
fucking triggered.
You
Okay,
fucking.
it's called central axis relock, and what it is it's a shooting form where you take your firearm and you position it usually to your left eye if you're a right-handed shooter, or your right eye if you're a left-handed shooter. And what that does is, as you bring it closer to your face and tighten your body structure up, it allows you to gain much more control of your firearm, and is very, very useful for close quarters combat.
Yeah, that's what I
That's the
said.
thing.
The right angle triangle stance. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really hard to explain. The movie is just very good.
It's like I
It was
like
actually
how-
developed by a retired police officer who was like, "Hey, man, I need to develop a shooting style for people who, like, when we go into clear rooms where it's safer than just holding our guns out like 5 feet in front of our faces. If we just tighten that shit up around corners, maybe we'll save a hostage quicker that way."
The good thing about
You
this
know?
movie is that it's going to have a sequel, and I don't know what's the sequel going to be like, because
It's definitely gonna have Lawrence Fishburne as an enemy.
because okay,
Looking
yeah.
forward to him
Yeah.
being in it.
And the
Hey,
only
man,
problem,
I
the only
love-
problem I have with John Wick 2 is that everybody in New York is apparently armed. It's like
And everyone
on
has
every,
a cell phone.
biggest
Yeah,
load
every-
of bullshit I've ever heard,
everybody
too.
on every street corner is at least one assassin. It's like in every 7-Eleven, it's like the cashier says, "Are you an assassin?" "Yeah, bro." And then you can go to the drive-thru. "You an assassin?" "Yeah, bro." And then you
Everyone
go-
pays in gold coins. Everyone. It's like, wait. So how much does those gold coins actually? How much? How
I
much?
think because
What's
there
the
is-
value of these things? It's like, okay, we're gonna buy like 2 drinks. That's 1 gold coin. I'm gonna buy a gun. That's 1 gold
All right,
coin.
let's
I
look
don't
at.
think
All right, so let's look at the.
I don't actually think the coins are worth monetary value. I believe they're just essentially tokens. Like you give 1 coin for 1 service.
They're legit gold coins. So the guy he wants to put them in circulation. I don't know. I think they can actually be used as like actual money. value.
I want to steal the Proclamation of Independence. Just
So
1
according
gold
to
coin.
this, a really good like gold coin here, it's worth $1,640.
Huh.
So yeah,
But
Yeah, I'd say
yeah.
that's about right.
that's just
So
pure
I'm
gold.
assuming somewhere in the world there's a vending machine and there's all these guns in it, and you just put gold coins in there and you just pick the gun.
So what? Did they just buy like $1,000 fucking bourbon drink at that
No,
bar?
okay, look, this is no vending machines. This is not Japan, Marcus.
Some really good
Right?
bourbon.
They have to go to like a chain shop like Guns R Us or something.
600-year-old whiskey.
Guns R Us. They just go into like the equivalent of Palmetto State Armory, and they're like, "Hey, here's some coins. Just like put together some shit for me."
I was gonna say Guns R Us. Is that
Yeah,
Walmart?
in the deleted scenes, you can see John Wick like shopping for guns. He has a trolley full of guns.
Oh,
That's the equivalent of my gun store. Did you guys watch that video I sent of you of my local gun store I shop at here, Top Guns?
Oh,
How
Yeah.
massive those walls and walls and racks of
yeah,
rifles
yeah,
and
yeah.
shotguns are.
You just reminded me of that the Sommelier scene. I love that scene.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
that scene where the guy was holding like a red wine is like, what did he say? I forgot already. It was just such a great scene.
it was.
I just saw another meme of while they're in the subway walking through the public area, shooting back and forth at each other. It's just like when you see your best mate in public.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Jen, let me explain the scene to you. Okay, so John Wick in the second movie, he needs to go get a bunch of guns to prepare him for like a battle tonight. So he goes into this room, and in the front of the room is just a bunch of wine bottles and wineries and crates full of wine. And he walks closer into the back of the room, and it's a guy standing in the counter, and there's a bunch of guns there. And he's like, "Oh, hi, Mr. Wick. How long have you been?" He's like, "Oh, I'm good. I need this. I'm here for a tasting." Yeah. So the dialogue is kind of like that. It's like, "Oh, I hear the German variety is very good this year." And if he pulls out like a handgun,
He's like, "So, Mr. Wick, I see you prefer handguns of the German variety. May I suggest a Glock 34 with a flared magwell and Trigicon night sights?"
dialogue
It's
is so
amazing.
good. Yeah.
They equate it to like ordering a meal at a 5-star restaurant.
In Italy.
So good.
Yeah, that's neat.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So the second movie I saw was Train to Busan, and it's that Korean train zombie movie that was hyped up about a year ago. So it's available on Netflix. So I gave it a watch about a week or two ago, and it's very good.
It is
It's
actually
not
good?
one of, it's actually very good. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I was told beforehand that all the zombies that were shown in the movie were actually people, not CGI.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So all the people there were.
Fuck, that's
it's
a lot
not
of
easy.
paychecks.
I mean, it's not easy. Yeah, I mean, you have to.
All the
pay
people
actors.
there were actually murdered and brought
So-
back to life by a local necromancer.
But I mean, it's this little detail about like, it's not easy. It's not it's not hard to make like a pre-obvious. No, it's not a pre-accurate zombie. I mean, you could just have them wear civilian clothes. Just splatter them full of red blood, and then just have them run around looking like a rabid monster. It's easy.
Yeah,
With a
But-
they
slightly
don't have to
pale
have like
face.
George Romero level of fucking makeup going on.
Yeah. You don't
Walking
really
Dead.
need to do much because they're using like the rage virus version. So, but just having that little detail really impacts the film quite a bit, because like you actually see real people running around rabid, and throughout the movie it actually pays off very well because you actually feel the tension in the scene. And just a bit of
You like
context. of how-
28 Days Later, right?
I like 28 Days Later. I saw 28 Weeks. It's just as good, but I prefer 28 Days.
Yeah, 28 Days is a little better.
Yeah. But the story of Train to Busan is that a Korean father is taking his daughter to go see his ex-wife, and she lives in Busan. So he takes the train to there while the zombie apocalypse is happening.
Okay.
So simple as that. And as their train is about to leave, a zombie gets onto the train.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Accidentally.
is this all mainly in
Kind
a
of
train?
sounds like snakes on a
No,
on a
it
plane.
doesn't all happen on a train.
Oh.
Sounds like fucking
as-
Snowpiercer.
That was only the first arc
Oh
of the
god,
movie.
yeah.
That was the first arc of the movie. Obviously, some people get bitten, and then I've been watching a lot of screenplay related videos recently, and what this movie really intrigued me is that they do very well in telling you exactly where the passengers on this train are and where the zombies are. So you could tell. It's really easy to do it's really easy to set the scene like this because there's only like a front and an end of a train, and everyone can only go in one direction. So that the zombies are in this direction, and and then the normal passengers are over here. So in the first movie, maybe arc of the movie, some passengers got bitten in the front of the train,
Yeah.
and so a lot of the passengers have to leave to the very end of the train. And what distinguishes these zombies from all the other ones is that they cannot see in the dark.
They cannot
So
see in the dark.
They cannot see in the dark. So as in when there's no lights around, they cannot sense humans. So their vision is extremely impaired, but then they can still hear a little bit. So like there are scenes in there where they're on a train, right? Sometimes they'll go into a tunnel. So when they go into the tunnel, that's when they escape, or they lure zombies into different areas, or they kill them, etc., etc. It's very good.
This is sounding exactly like Snowpiercer.
Yeah. So in the second half of the movie, they have to switch trains because some of the trains on the tracks are wrecked, so they have to get into another one. And some of the scenes are pretty fucking scary. For example, there's this one part where they get onto a train, and then the doors are all closed, and they open the doors, and they're all just there.
Oh shit.
I thought you were too much of a baby to watch spooky movies.
Yeah,
I was watching it during the afternoon, so it was totally okay.
I think
You,
I think
You're
ghosts.
like Liam
I think ghosts.
playing Overwatch.
Yeah, I think ghosts are more likely to shake him.
no,
Yeah.
well, I'm serious.
Zombies are okay.
No, man.
Outlines.
Every time when we were trying to watch that damn movie, all you did was bullshit around for an
Well, I
hour.
fucking hate ghosts, but zombies
And
are
then,
okay.
and then all of a sudden it's like you gave up, and then we had to go to dinner early because you were such a big ass baby.
He's like, yeah, ghosts are spooky, but there's no way zombies can
Oh,
be
and
real.
one last thing.
Ghosts, though.
This is the one zombie movie which made me cry at the end.
The dad died, didn't he?
That bad,
Something
huh?
happens in the end. Something really bad happens.
we already can kind of figure that one out.
Yeah. But yeah, it was quite a tearjerker. But the movie was really good. I would suggest you totally watch it. It's on Netflix.
All right, that's cool.
And watch John Wick 2 first.
Hey, Arcus, can I take a jab and already guess you're not a fan of Supernatural then?
I like Supernatural.
Oh, you actually like it? Oh,
Yeah, I
surprise.
like Supernatural. I just don't like watching it in movies because, the quality is much more crazier.
Okay.
Much more crazier. Thank you, Arcus.
Well, I wouldn't watch, it's quite detailed when you're watching a movie, but like if you compare it to a TV show,
You
there's
get
only
away
so
with
much
that
you can
sentence
do.
because you're
It's
not.
not
in.
as spooky to you.
It's not as spoopy, yeah, you're right.
As duly designated representative of the state and city of New York, goes with the Gozerian, I request that you cease your paranormal activity at once.
Are you a god?
Well, no.
Then die.
Die!
All right. Next few things I did. I watched the Samurai Jack season 5.
Boom, boom.
I watched the first 4 of them, and I
so-
already spoiled myself on the last episode.
See
So
you,
good.
time traveling samurai.
He went back. He gotta get back to the past.
Samurai Jack.
Gotta
Yeah,
get back.
so good. That fucking show, season 5, man, that was
It
really
was-
something.
Yeah.
It was great, yeah. It was a great end to a show we waited a long time for an end for.
Yeah.
And then Invader Zim's coming back.
Oh, yes!
Hells yeah!
Oh, Zim's the best.
But I just wished that Jack wore the armor a bit longer
Oh.
because that armor looks fucking baller on him.
What, you mean his samurai
Yeah.
armor?
Yeah, that samurai armor, dude. That fucking machine gun motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. Fuck, I want to know where he got that.
Home Depot.
He built it himself out of scraps.
No, he went to Cabela's and got the minigun and then just strapped it on a Harley.
Samurai
Dr.
Jack built the arc reactor in the cave with a box of scraps.
What is he, Tony Stark?
Exactly.
Oh my god. Izzard,
Yes,
like,
yeah.
not to change the subject or anything, but I saw this beautiful Mossberg 500 the other day with a laminated wood stock, custom fucking, carved, on the rack at Top Guns. and I could kick my ass for not getting a picture of it to show you. It was fucking stunning.
Oh, and other things I did. Flash and Arrow finale. Watched it on the weekend.
Oh, yeah. You were really disappointed by the Arrow one, weren't you?
Wow, the fucking Arrow one was terrible. Jen, don't
You
watch
said there was only one arrow fired in the Arrow season finale.
Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, took his name right. He only fired one arrow in the episode. And it was to shoot someone's foot off. That was it. He didn't even maim anyone. He didn't kill anyone. Fuck me, that was terrible. Actually, he did. He killed Ivan Drago.
Spoiler.
You killed your time.
You don't even know who Ivan Drago is.
I know I don't.
I haven't
Wow.
made it that far into the show.
But Izzard, you watched the Flash finale, right?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's alright. I mean, it's okay considering everything that's happened up till now. It's okay. It's decent. I wasn't too offended by it. I wasn't like, but I was like more like, oh no, he's gonna come back next season, so therefore your sacrifice is worthless.
Yeah, like some of the, the stakes aren't that high because next season's gonna happen.
Yeah, because the guy has to come back. He's the star of the show. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like when Bill Paxton died, his show Training Day was cancelled. So
Really?
yeah.
Shit.
The Training Day reboot apparently was okay. It got okay
Yeah, I
ratings,
remember
okay
that.
reviews. But then
I remember
when Bill Paxton died, they had to cancel it because the guy that everybody wants to see is dead.
That makes me so sad, man. Bill Paxton was the shit.
Yeah.
Game over, man. Game over.
They're coming out the damn walls.
Why didn't they just Paul Walker it?
What, like for
For a whole
10
season?
for a whole
Sure,
season?
yeah. CG it.
Oh,
No, they're
too
just-
expensive.
They're just gonna have Jeff
It's
Bridges
gonna end
throw
up
on a
like
Bill
fucking
Paxton
Kung
suit.
Pao, dude.
Oh, fucking cool, pal.
Oh my god.
I want to show you a trick.
Wow.
My shirt is red. Oh, it's blue.
Gentlemen, from this day forth, you will all refer to me as Betty.
Betty. Chicken
How
go
many
cluck,
miles
cluck,
would you
cow
say?
go moo.
10 million?
Chicken go oink oink. How about you?
Oh, man.
I love cool pal. Oh,
It is the best.
All right, one last thing I was going to talk about is the room.
What rank?
Fuck.
The room.
Oh my god.
The room.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this because I can't stand the room. So
Oh my god. The room.
Spoon.
Oh. Jen, you want to talk about the room?
I love it.
It's so good.
It's my favorite
was-
bad movie ever.
Yeah. I mean, fucking Birdemic and everything is just garbage, but like the room was genuine. It was trying to be good.
Yeah, this
You
had
could tell.
passion. Yeah.
This had passion.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh man.
I did not hit her.
Oh my god. Fuck
Oh,
you.
God.
I still think the room makes me laugh. Like some fucking scenes genuinely make me laugh. Like when he goes into the flower shop and everything happens at a mile a minute. But I still think Samurai Cop is a better bad movie.
Oh man. I love how the whole movie was funded by his company Street Fashions USA, and like Tommy Wiseau used to have a commercial where he's dressed like a Shakespearean poet, and he's like, "To be or not to be, Street Fashions USA, we sell the cheapest jeans."
Oh man. My favorite wild reaction is when Peter left.
Oh man, fucking Peter! Oh my god!
And
Like,
then we
I
were
swear
and we
to
were
God.
like in that
God.
the party scene where this other guy is like going off with the main girl is like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who's this guy? Well, he's fucking Peter. Oh my god!
Oh, man, that's funny.
The movie was so good.
I'm so looking forward to the masterpiece.
Yeah, I can't. It's the end of the year. It's gonna be so good. It's apparently good. It's scheduled for end of the year because it's Oscar nominated,
Oh.
Wow.
possibly.
Okay.
So this is gonna be very good.
fucking god.
Well, they usually release movies at the end of the year because it's like award nominated shit, you know. So, oh man, it's gonna be good. What's your favorite scene?
Me.
In the room?
Yeah,
Who are you talking to?
everyone.
And I'm still thinking. Hold on, there's too many good scenes.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
No.
My
Yeah.
favorite scene is the
Yeah.
flower shop scene, by far.
Oh god.
My
Oh,
no,
hi, doggy.
no, my favorite one is the scene where they're like playing in the corner or playing on football.
Oh yeah.
When Mark goes up to Mike and Mike just collapses,
His stand is too powerful.
and he just collapses for no reason. We were like,
His
oh
stand.
fuck, and we were like,
He was
what the
his
fuck
stand.
happened?
Oh man, it was. You can't see it, but like if you have a stand, you could see like the stand in the back, like punch Peter in the back.
No, it's like one of those evangelist shows where you like have the reverend like touch a person's forehead and they just collapse
Oh,
on
man.
the ground.
Oh, he could feel the
Power of
holy
Holy
touch.
Ghost knocked him down.
man. And it looked like Mark was about to like freaking hit him or like something like that, but all of a sudden he just collapses. It's just fucking funny.
Oh man, my favorite part of the movie is the sex scene where like Tommy Wiseau fucks Lisa in the belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah, that's.
And they play that twice.
They had like extra shots of it too.
It's like sex scene, talk, sex scene, talk, sex scene again.
Yeah, in the
But this
first
time we
like
have to
in the
repeat
first 25 minutes of it?
Oh my god, the first
Four-
25 minutes was just like
4 sex
softcore
scenes.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
and fuck. Oh, and fucking Denny. Denny's like the best part of the movie. Every time he shows up,
Denny.
it's fucking creepy.
Danny.
Such a weird kid.
That was a weird
and they were like,
It's like
confronting him
Paige,
about
you know?
and they were confronting him in the rooftops like, why did the wife for it?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with
You're
you?
not my motherfucking mother. Oh man,
It's great.
it's really confusing. How old is he? You want to adopt him, but he's in college. But like, what? It's like, it's so confusing how old this character is. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Never know.
But yeah, that's me so far. Been through a lot.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I can see.
All right, then let's talk to the guy who's been through something. Ryan.
Yo.
He's dead.
He kind of forgot he was here.
He's dead. No, he was stoned out of his mind for the past half hour. And as soon as you fucking said his name, he's oh, I'm back.
I'm rebooting.
So how you been, Ryan, dude?
Yeah, not bad. Around a month ago, I had a major foot surgery on my right leg.
Yeah.
I
Reconstructive
replaced it with
surgery.
peg leg.
I wish. No, they had to break some bones, move muscles, shit like that.
Yeah.
Damn, you could have been able to star in the newest Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
My only regret is that I have bonitis.
So I've been in the cast for the last few weeks. My dad's down from Queensland for it, so he can help mum out and stuff, so she can work and all that shit.
Mhm.
Cool.
I've been playing. I got a PS4 a couple of days after I got out of hospital.
Oh, it's about
Yeah.
fucking time you entered the new gen.
I've got an Xbox One, thank you, and a Switch, and a PC.
Oh, but neither of them matter except the PC.
But this is the PC matters.
So what games did you get for your
Uh,
PS4?
I've got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, how's that?
Good boy.
It's really good.
Fuck, I gotta play it.
Apart from the voice
Uh,
acting.
Oh god, yeah. A lot of fun though.
Is it like porn
Instant-
level bad?
Approaches.
It's kind of just every time there's any kind of words, you just try and skip it because you don't want to listen to them talking. You just want to get back to playing.
Does it get better?
The what? The voice acting?
Yeah, did they ever fix it, or is it just like
No.
that? Oh my god.
But at the same time, I'm kind of interrupting Ryan here, but gameplay is good to the point where it's kind of like Monster Hunter, but interchangeable weapons.
Do you get better armor?
Because
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like in the opening, you look like fucking. You're from like Dances with Wolves, man. It's terrible.
Dances with Wolves. Yeah, you look just like Kevin Costner.
You look like fucking Pocahontas up in here. I want to change it up to wear like cyber armor.
Yeah, Cyber Wolf armor.
Yeah. When do I get my sneaking suit?
When do I get Blade Wolf?
Yeah, Ryan, continue.
Yeah, go on, dude.
Infamous Tekken Son. What else did I get?
Oh.
Five.
Are you liking that? Because a lot of people say it's mediocre.
I like it more than the first two.
Mediocre.
Oh shit! I loved Infamous too.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like how there's different powers instead of just having one.
Cool. You got
Like, you have
Bloodborne.
Yeah, I got Bloodborne.
I watched the Bloodborne.
Yeah, like in Infamous Second Son, there's 3 different powers you can get. I think you get a 4th one at the end of the game. Not sure, I haven't finished it yet. Basically, you have your basic smoke, which is all like the electricity in the old games. Like you shoot it out, like it's rapid fire sort of thing. And like each time you pull the trigger, it shoots out one sort of thing. And you can spam the trigger. You got like the stuff that you used to have electricity with, like the like the force sort of waves sort of thing, shit like that.
Yeah.
And then they got like a dash and all that sort of stuff. Then you also get later on in the game neon powers, which is basically like light, and it's like a sniper beam sort of thing. So it's very slow firing, but it goes a long way and deals a lot of damage, and it's an instant kill if you get a headshot with it.
Nice.
And then you get video powers later on, which is like stuff based on like video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really?
And that's a constant stream of video energy sort of thing. So it's like a rapid gatling gun. And you can also, when you go invisible using it, if you're going evil, you summon a demon to your side, which will fight for you. And you can upgrade it to have up to 3 demons summoned to your side fighting with you,
Dang.
which is pretty cool. I got Bloodborne.
Yeah. I was watching him play Bloodborne through SharePlay, and like he was making runs to Gascoigne, and I was coaching him through Gascoigne. And before I had to go to sleep, I'm like, "Don't worry, you'll beat him on the next run." And I was right; he beat him on the next run immediately after, because he kept getting closer and closer to his health bar, learning his patterns more and more, watching out for those tombstones, learning times to parry when he was in his beast form. And right after I said that, he beat him.
Nice.
Fuck
Yeah.
How far are you
Every
in Bloodborne?
Every time you.
I haven't played any more since I killed Gascoigne.
Gascoigne.
Gasco.
Yep. That's his new name, Father Gascoigne.
You want
Father
another
Waffle
scoop of
Cone.
ice cream of that?
Yep.
I got Neo as well, just another Souls-like.
Oh,
It's a
dude,
Japanese
yeah.
Souls-like. It's really fun, actually. It doesn't have an open world or anything. It's based on missions, but it's really goddamn fun. Like each mission takes around like an hour or so.
I keep forgetting it's out. Like, I keep forgetting it exists, and whenever
it's
someone
so
mentions
good.
it, I'm like, oh, I want to play it so fucking bad.
Fuck, I was watching Super Bunny Hop talk about Nier. I'm like, wow, holy shit. This game is really existential.
It's really fun, yeah.
Nier
And,
is
like it has
amazing.
some more RPG elements to it than like more than just leveling up your stats. Like you also get skill points which you put into skills. And like the skills unlock extra things for your weapons. Like I'm using ordinary swords personally. So like
How you liking that ass?
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Have you gotten the achievement to pick up the skirt 10 times?
What?
There's an
There's an
achievement you get
achievement for
for
that?
picking up. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I got it the first fucking level I played.
What game are you talking about now?
Nier.
Nier Automata.
Nier.
You're talking
Oh,
about
Nier.
Neo, but for some reason Morgan's talking about Nier Automata.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
I got
He's
that.
talking,
Right,
he's talking about Weeaboo Souls.
Oh, right.
I just went with it because I knew what you were talking about, but I wanted to
I
make
misheard
Morgan
it.
look dumb.
Okay. Yep.
That's why I got confused.
Thank you,
So,
Josh.
Yeah, I got that.
You're
achievement. Yeah.
You can't help it when they
Uh,
release 2 different games with the Neo sound on it.
Yeah.
Neo.
Neo Automata.
Neo, the Weeb Souls game.
Neo
Like,
Souls.
Like I'm using the basic sword and like get lots of parries in it, and also lots of ways to like dodge attacks. So like with my I have some of my skill points up. If I do a combo and I finish with a heavy attack, I'll do a heavy slash, then I'll jump back. Sort of thing. So I'll
Yeah,
dodge
I
any
get what you
attacks
mean.
that way.
Like a quick
Man.
backdash after the heavy to prepare you for the next combo chain.
Yeah. So you dodge back the enemy attacks and you hit them sort of thing. And there's no backstab in it, Like there's no like actual backstab animation, but you do deal more damage from the back if you get behind the enemies.
It's kind of annoying how like you're playing as like this guy called William, and you don't get to create your own character, eh?
He's actually a real historical person.
William?
Yeah, it's based on a real person.
Oh,
Who is
The
he?
first Western samurai.
You just talked earlier about how Witcher 3 is one of the best RPGs you've ever played. It has a fucking character you don't get to create in it. It's
'Cause, like,
Geralt.
See, I'm talking about it in terms of a Souls game. You want to kind of create your own character.
Oh, okay,
Huh?
okay.
You don't make a character in Surge either.
Yeah, that's kind of sad too. Because like I'm thinking to myself, if I'm playing Neo, I want to name my character Cairo Seijiro.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Jeez.
Oh man,
Name him Weeaboo Jones.
Weeaboo Jones is good too.
Amazing.
Cowboy Tanaka.
Kenpachi Ramasama.
Damn it. Fuck you.
Amazing.
Kenpachi Ramasama. Kenpachi Ramasama has invaded your world.
Jesus fuck. But who's it based off of in actual history? William who?
I need to look his name up. Let me look it up.
Okay.
It's Tom Cruise, isn't it?
Shut the fuck
I
up.
thought he'd be the last one.
The last
William
samurai,
Adams.
He's
The
not the last.
samurai.
He was
Neo.
known in Japan as Miura Anjin.
Miura Anjun.
Why is his name
Yeah.
William?
That's his West. He's an English sailor.
Oh,
He's a
he's an
navigator.
actual English samurai, right?
He was one of the first of the English nation to reach Japan during a 5-ship expedition for the Dutch East India Company. Of the few survivors, the only ship that reached Japan, Adams and his second mate Jan induced them not to leave the country. And,
Little did he know there
Adams-
was fucking ogres and demons and shit waiting for him together.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's not what I signed up for.
I thought the weather in UK was rough. I didn't know Japan had ghouls.
Oh yeah, the story behind Neo is actually kind of silly. Basically, the Queen is using the life force of the souls, or as they're called in the game, Rita, to make like demon soldiers for her war against
I s-
Spanish.
I swear to God, I thought you said retards.
On retards.
Yeah, go on, Ryan.
But yeah, that's basically the origin story of the game. You're in a prison, you escape. Just as you're about to escape, you hear this alchemist guy, I can't remember his name. He's also a real person in history, talking about how the Queen's using the souls of the dead in Japan, from like the Oni and all that sort of shit, to make demon soldiers to fight against the Spanish during the Spanish War.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the story. And then
So
this
she's-
fucking evil alchemist guy steals your guardian spirit waifu, and they switch
That-
hands and follow him.
No, not my guardian spirit waifu.
Amazing.
You
have
gotta
this, like,
save your
guardian
waifu and
spirit
stop
thing,
Elizabeth
which is like
Bathory
your
from
waifu.
interfering with the Spanish Inquisition.
It's pretty
That's
silly. It's a
amazing.
fun game.
That is goofy. That is
Uh,
Koei Tecmo to a T, man.
Yeah. It's also, I'd say it's actually faster than the Souls games, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because,
looks faster.
It also has this thing called the Ki Pulse. Ki is your stamina. Basically, when you attack, after you finish the attack, if you don't go into another attack, this little energy will surround you, like this light. And when it goes straight into you, like it sort of like goes around you and then it goes into you, sort of thing. When it goes right into you, if you press R1 on my setup, or L1, sorry, my setup, I've got R1 and R2 as the attack buttons.
Yeah.
You'll do a thing called an narrator pulse, where you recover some of your key pulse, sorry, where you recover some of your stamina, so you can chain those together and basically attack forever if you're able to chain them together correctly. And never
Cool.
run out of stamina.
That's fucking sick. So, obviously, it plays fast. It looks like it plays fast like Ninja Gaiden, but like not near as fast as Ninja Gaiden. Are there any Ninja Gaiden references in the game? I figured there would be.
There's stuff
considering-
like there's ninja enemies, there's ninjutsu, and onmyo magic. There's the two types of magic in the game.
Yeah.
Onmyo magic is broken. Like it
I
really
imagine
is.
so.
What's the Solaire equivalent in Neo?
Ryu Hayabusa.
Actually, he's your ally in the game.
Kenpachi Ramasama?
Shut up! Go on, Ryan.
Praise the tire!
Your mirror magic's broken because there's this one charm you get, which is like the magic sort of thing. Like you have 4 uses of it, and it replenishes whenever you go back to a shrine, like the bonfire equivalent. And basically, you shoot it out. If it hits an enemy, it applies the magic effect to them. One of the early ones you can get, like very early on, makes enemies regenerate their stamina much slower, because enemies have stamina the same way as you do. So you see their stamina bar, you have to manage that as well as your own. And if your enemy runs out of stamina and you hit them, they go into a weakened state, and they take like twice as much damage. So you have to really be careful with both and it happens to you as well. If you run out of stamina and get hit, you're vulnerable for like 5 seconds, and you take more damage from attacks.
Fuck.
So you have to be really careful with your stamina. You can't just let yourself run out like in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Really good like a really careful stamina management wise.
Goddamn.
Yeah. And you have to manage stamina as well, because like when you get attacked, also when you get hit by attacks, you lose stamina as well. You don't just lose it from attacking and dodging. When you get hit by attacks, you also lose stamina as well as health.
Fuck.
So that's why you have to be really careful.
Also, are there any items or spells like dampen stamina damage?
Yeah, that's one of the ones that's broken in all mirror magic. It dampens enemy stamina regeneration. It's essential for duels, essentially. And then there's another one, which is also broken for bosses, which is called Sloth. It slows them down to around half their normal speed.
Any boss?
Any boss.
Oh, shit.
Every boss in the game, it works on.
Alright.
That's fucking rad.
So it's broken, Sloth magic.
Wish we had that for the Capra Demon and his dogs. It's like, slow the fuck down. I just got in.
You just go into the fog gate and instantly get hammered into the ground.
That's what fucking happened to me like 14 times.
Don't feel bad. Hey, don't feel bad. He was my first.
Before we even start.
Back in late 2011, he was my first wall as well.
Fuck, I took him out like really easily after like I beat him up a little bit.
I was asking if there were any Ninja Gaiden references in the game because, like, I'm a huge
None
Ninja
that
Gaiden.
I've recognized, sorry, but I never really played them much.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black is like one of my fucking favorite games of all time ever.
That was the one on PS3, right?
Yep, it was the port of Ninja Gaiden 1 to
Funny
PS3.
story about Ninja Gaiden Black. One day I was coming back from school. This is old. I know, leave me alone. I was coming back from school. And then all of a sudden there was this package in my mailbox. And then it's like it was from Play Asia, the online e-retailer for gaming. And then I opened up and there's a copy of Ninja Gaiden Black. It's like, I didn't order this.
Oh shit.
And then I got there were two things I could have done. I could have like returned the game to Play Asia and been a good boy, or kept the game. I kept the game. Yeah, it's still there with me. And it's like, oh yeah, this is pretty damn good. I don't know which poor sucker did not get his game, but I'm happy that I got it instead.
Damn right. Fucking awesome. Now you can Izuna drop all day. Izuna drop is still one of the coolest fucking moves in any video game ever. He's just literally fucking dive bombing into a twirl with a sword into the fucking ground head first. So awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking have to play Neo too. Neo and the Surge.
So what else was going on with you, Ryan? Is that all?
I got a few other games. Like I got Infinite Warfare, the new Call of Duty game. You played through that. It was like 20 bucks.
Everyone knows that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. I actually like Infinite Warfare. So does
Yeah, the campaign was really fun. What else did I get? Final Fantasy 15. I actually got the special edition Final Fantasy 15 console.
Really?
Yeah, it's got fun stuff on it.
Yeah, I bought that for my brother actually a while ago. The whole with the moon thing and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good.
Although my brother keeps his inside of a little wooden compartment in his lounge room, so you can't actually fucking see it. And it's just like, it's so pretty. Why would you hide it in such a dark compartment? You can't see it.
It's not glow in the
right?
dark.
You better watch out for when your brother has kids. Check
I don't know.
closets.
Yeah, I suppose.
Not as pretty as the console, though. What other
Yeah.
games did I get? Fuck, I can't think. I think that was all I got.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's all you said in the list. Out of curiosity, though, but when do you get that cast off?
Around a month, bit less than a month.
Cool.
And I have rehab after that.
Yeah, physical
Yeah.
therapy is a bitch. I had to go through a lot of physical therapy when they broke both my rib cages to get to my fucking heart when I was 4.
Damn.
It's a pain in the ass learning to walk again.
But you did it. So I hope I
Mhm.
will
You're still up,
give you
you're
a
still breathing.
speedy. Yeah. Hope you get a speedy recovery, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah, no cartwheeling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, one last thing. I'm a faggot. I started vaping.
Oh,
Uh, next
Well-
thing we know, he's going to start buying himself a fucking fidget spinner.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Fuck
fun
no.
story about fidget spinners. I was over at a brunch place
Okay.
here, and this place sells it does breakfast stuff, but it's also a pottery kind of sells people. So
Oh,
on
damn.
the outside,
I
it's
thought
like
that
they
was
sell
selling weed.
no, not actual pot, but grass pots and flower pots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, plant.
inside, there's a fucking sign that says, "We sell lots of fidget spinners here." And then I looked in there, and there were at least 12 different varieties of fidget spinners of
Oh
all
my God.
kinds in there. I'm like, oh my fucking god. It's got some of gemstones, one that looks like a flower, one that looks like a fucking Sharingan.
And that's how
Fucking
Arca's on the
Sharingan
store.
fidget
He's actually
spinner.
calling us from prison right now.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's bad.
Oh, I was gonna say, Ryan, if you're gonna be vaping, you should learn some vape tricks from Izzard because he's very good at it.
Yeah, Izzard's maximum Malaysian vapor.
Yeah.
fuck off. I would rather shoot myself in the head than start vaping.
No, but there's that one fat guy that vapes and he's very good at it. Wasn't that you?
Oh yeah, that was actually me, but I was paid to do that. You know me. If
2 weeks ago, I saw someone vaping in the fucking range. I was like, why is that allowed? Get him the fuck out of an
you can
indoor
use it as
range.
target practice now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Downrange, bam! Hollow point rips through his fucking skull, shatters his goddamn glass vape all over his face, has shards of it in his cheekbones.
Nice.
Vape nation.
I would pay to see that.
Well, glad you started vaping, Ryan.
Hey guys, welcome to VapeCon.
He can be the one person out of this group who vapes.
No, man,
I
it's Izzard, man.
dude.
It's fucking Izzard. Look at the vape video.
Smoke it. I smoke out of the hoop, does that count?
Oh man, is it? Okay, maybe it's Izzard's turn to tell us what he was doing except vaping.
Yeah, Izzard, go ahead, dude.
No, I haven't done much. I've just been working hard. That's-
Fucking international businessman over here now.
Yeah,
And then I had to go to outer
he's
state.
got actual responsibilities now, man.
I had to go out of state. My God, the place I went to is so boring. It is. It is so. There's nothing there. It's like
Really?
okay. All the malls are dead. All right.
Wow.
All
Okay.
the people are fucking lazy. You know how long it took me just to get some food in the bloody apartment? It's like, oh no, sir. There's our delivery guy is out right now and he's having lunch. I want to have lunch too, but the delivery guy is having lunch. Like,
Oh shit, man.
and then all of a sudden it's like it's so depressing to be there. I want to go back home to my computer with you guys and Overwatch, but no, I can't go because I'm too poor to afford a gaming laptop. It sucks.
How long were you there for?
2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And then it's like, oh no, I got reimbursed. All right, if I was not reimbursed for that shit, I would burn the whole company to the ground.
With my vape skills.
With my vape skills, exactly.
He just walks in with a vapor and a fucking Thompson 45 submachine gun.
So, but the best
Just
part
like,
is, right,
you're the best.
one of the best parts of being reimbursed is that you can actually buy the more expensive seats on the airplane,
Ooh.
and you can
Yeah.
get some. You can get the deluxe lounge, and they'll still reimburse you because I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
know that. I think they know that you're going to a really boring ass place where everything that goes there like dies a little bit on the inside. So they say, yeah, this is for you. You can just like get a little bit to drink, a little bit to eat. You know, go ahead. We understand the place that you're going to is like hell. So enjoy it while you're there.
Don't worry, is it the same thing happened to me when I had to go to Sydney for a work trip? I got reimbursed for all my shit because holy shit, oh my god.
Hey, Sydney's not a shithole.
But
You're
no,
a shithole.
No, Morgan. The only reason why Morgan is talking shit is because the fucking state of origin is gonna come soon.
it's far enough, boy.
I know. Fuck you. Fuck you. My blues will kick your purple asses any day.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Queenslander.
Alright. So anyway, what else have I done? Oh, I did I'm getting back into Overwatch after dropping it for some time because of work and other responsibilities.
Mhm.
I think we all found out the other night we're still pretty bad at it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
fuck.
it's like there was a person who I played with, right? Oh man, I okay. In all honesty, I got to gold rank after much hard work, and the guy that I was playing with got really low silver, and he was extremely salty about it all night. Right, Arcus? Arcus, maybe.
Fuck off.
Okay. Thank you. In all honesty, it's like we were playing at a time where the retards were like thriving.
Aussie players are fucking terrible at this game. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, but you have to understand. Is that if Aussie players are terrible, then that means like we should constantly be terrible because that we are playing with Australians non-stop.
Well, when I'm playing in Hong Kong, everyone was strategic and on point. Everyone,
Yeah, but
they
not
fucking
everybody.
have like they have Widow on attack.
Not
Wow, you
everyone
everybody.
must have
attack,
felt
bro.
so
Not
out of
everybody
place,
is-
Arcus.
Yeah, not everybody is as good as like Hong Kongers, man. They got
Yeah.
you guys got the triads and sleeping dogs and Jackie Chan. What does Australia have? They got like Crocodile Dundee who doesn't pay his taxes. You got some football people and you got like Today Tonight. That's all you get. That's all you get in Australia.
And Crocodile Dundee.
He said that already.
Steve Irwin's ghost.
So is Australia being invaded because Queensland and Sydney got like disconnected?
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
It's like, what's the first rule of invasion is you take down the communications. It's like next will be you, Jen.
I really wish you guys could play League with me.
I used to, not anymore. Fuck that game.
What else?
Yeah,
do I do?
fuck
Oh yeah,
that game.
I've been taking care of my mom. She's getting better.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm glad she is. It's
Like-
a rough deal.
Like okay, so and then when she's like that, so it's nice to see her get stronger again. And as she's getting better, I can buy all the like technology shit like the MiFi for her and walkie-talkies.
Hey, I'm here.
She spams me most of the night. Say, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" I'm actually surprised that she hasn't called me yet.
I wish my mom does that. They don't reply to me now.
What? Why walkie-talkie?
No,
Long distance walkie talkie.
Yeah, you need an antenna like 800 feet high.
I don't know what happened. I lost connection. Seems Ryan died too.
And then I've been appreciating the lolly arts. You know, I've been collecting quite a lolly pictures here and there, a lot. I mean, it forms a large part of my day. In fact, you know, sometimes, yeah. And then when Josh used his Amamatu Inozuma thing, like, hey, I wanted that lolly, but now he broke my legs and say, no, you can't have it.
No. There's about 1 billion other lollies you can have. You will not take Sumugi away
And
from
he's
her
right,
father.
he's right. I do have 1 billion lollies, as can evidenced by this instant chat here.
Man with 100 waifus.
I was stunned how much I liked her father in that show too. He's just like the most down-to-earth, relatable, father.
And he's not afraid to discipline his daughter, as you can tell from the episode where she ran off.
Like, I legitimately was watching that show and was like, I want to be a father like this one day.
And then the voice actress for the little girl.
Josh, that's kind of terrifying to imagine you as a father. Just saying.
Yeah,
Josh.
I know, fucking me too.
Can I be the godfather?
Yeah,
I want to like
Josh is the mother.
No, I want to shove the
Godfather.
I want to shove some cotton balls into the sides of my mouth to talk like this.
Godfather is the one who takes custody of the child if the parents loses its life.
Yes, but Josh, you're the father. Is the mother?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just because I got boobs, I gotta be the mom, right?
I'm gonna titty bang you all day long, boy. Baby.
I would appreciate it, baby.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna butter your buns.
See, this chat has gone to. We're friends. I know we're all friends here, but this goes beyond friendship.
Are we? Are we friends?
Are we friends? Or do we all secretly fucking hate each other?
I'm it there.
What else did I do? Oh my god, my life is so plain simple. Okay. I've been helping my friend get a job.
Ooh.
New job. So just now, it's like.
Oh, look at you now! You had a job for a couple months, and you're helping other people find jobs too.
Because his written English is not too far. So I've been telling him what to say, what to do. I wrote his CV just now, and he has a job interview tomorrow with one of the nation's leading broadcasters. He wants to be part of the audio engineering crew, so hopefully he'll get a job. Fingers crossed. Because last time he kind of fucked up the last interview a few years ago. One of the interviewers they asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And my friend completely fucked himself over.
What did he say?
What did he say?
He says that he himself admits that he forgets, but according to him, he said, I'm not too sure, which is always the wrong answer.
Yeah.
And he put himself down. I wouldn't say he denigrated himself, but he might as well have. So I told him
in every single interview I've ever had, when I've been asked that question, where do I see myself in 5 years, I always look at them and say, working here.
Yeah, so I told him in a position of leadership, the general shit, things that people say just to get their bonus up. It's in a position of leadership, leading people, achieving great projects and all that. So I told him the simplest thing you can do is pretend that you are the best prostitute in Mexico.
Oh yeah!
Wow, holy shit!
That's sound advice.
So just imagine yourself. Just dig deep into your Mexican prostitute heritage and say, in 5 years I want to be sucking your cock. Okay? I'll suck your cock in 5 years. I'll also do my cucaracha dance for you if that matters. Yes? No? I get job, yes?
Use that to every interview.
In every interview that you'll have from here on out, dig deep into your Mexican prostitute self and completely whore yourself out, no matter the consequences.
You're fucking self out.
Yes.
so fucking loud. Oh my god.
It is not considered selling out if you're being paid to do it. Yes.
Yeah.
That was like fucking South Park, Jennifer Lopez. Cartman's hand.
I got inspiration from. I'm
That's right,
sure
Happs.
glad we don't have Mexican listeners to this show. Because it'll be so
I don't know.
bad.
It's gonna be up on my
Well,
YouTube
we
channel
have-
forever,
We
man.
have my cousin, and he's half Honduran.
Oh, it's all
Oh,
good.
my
It's all good.
throat
I heard Honduras don't like Mexicans. Anyway, it's okay.
Like, what I remember is it when you mentioned where do you see yourself in 5 years question? I remembered what I said to where I got my current job. I got asked that question and I turned around to the person interviewing me and I just said, sitting in your position, having your job.
Okay, that's taking things too
Sitting
far.
in your chair, buddy.
It's sitting in your chair.
It's fucking your mama.
It's sitting
Wow.
in your chair. You want this chair? I mean, it's from IKEA. I mean, you can have it if you want. I mean, you don't need to wait 5 years for it, man. It's like it's on sale for like $100 if you want it. Like, no, I want your job. I can't have my job. I'm having my job, and then the interviewer goes out crying, and then
You just
get
pull
the
out
job.
you pull out a Glock and just point it fucking at their stomach and give me your job.
Give me
Yeah,
that chair.
So hopefully,
Give me that chair right
so
now.
hopefully
Get
my
out.
friend will get the job that he really wants because for the past 6 years he's been working in retail.
Ooh.
Oh shit, that's rough. Retail is fucking hard, especially in like a large city.
Man, I was
Yeah, and
working
then
for 10 months.
he's in an area of the city of town where, let's just say, the mental capability of that particular area is not exactly orthodox, because I'm saying that there are quite a lot of loons around the area, man, and him being in retail.
Did you just shut
So
it?
no, it's like he told me of a story where there was this homeless guy. He had his
Shut the
he
fuck up.
carried a bird with him, a crow that was dead. He walked into the store and he started talking to the crow, asking which guitar do you want, because my friend works in a music shop. See?
That sounds amazing. What are you talking about? I want to work
Oh,
in
man.
places.
Sounds like the NPC of a game who sells the great items.
It's
Yeah,
like
it sounds like someone who'd give you a side quest in Yakuza.
exactly. It's like- and then the bird will start talking rather than the guy.
Oh, dude, speaking of birds, okay, so I was hanging out with a girlfriend the other day, and she was telling me
Yeah.
some of her gruesome hospital stories. And so there was this one time, because she works at the radiography department, so she does the x-rays in hospitals. So there's this one time, this crazy lady came into the hospital, and she said that her stomach was open. So they checked her up, and the doctor came in, did a diagnosis. They basically got this machine to stretch out her vagina so they could look inside. And what he saw, he had to say, "Excuse me a moment," and he puked in the bathroom.
Fuck.
This lady
Very well.
stuffed the whole bird in her vagina.
So
And
Morgan,
it's
how
kinda
was your time from the last recording?
Moving on.
It's kind of wet.
How you been,
I kind
man?
of sobbed a little.
Just kick him from the call.
I don't fucking know why she stuffed the bird up her vagina, but like they had to take it out, and I'm like, dude, was there a beak?
So it's been like a month for you, dude. Like, you know, since our recording. So,
That
Yeah.
poor bird.
so how's things up there in Queensland?
Jesus Christ. Well, I think Cyclone Debbie has been passed since our last recording.
Oh,
That was hell. Like, it wasn't like the cyclone hit the northern part of Queensland, and that area just wouldn't say got completely wiped out, but if it didn't get destroyed, it got flooded, including most of Brisbane.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was a lot of water, and we live like our house is like slightly raised off the ground. It's what they call a Queenslander style house, but the water's still got pretty fucking high. Just saying.
Wow.
You couldn't drive anyway.
Yeah.
In
Unless you
terms
had
of
a motorcycle.
yeah, I would have
Boat.
loved to jet ski.
No, they're
In
called
ter-
motorcycles.
Shut the fuck up.
Just Venice
But,
it. Just go rowboating.
But yeah, I managed to find in terms of games, I found a good deal for Dark Souls, and I bought like the base game plus all expansion packs for I think it was like 37 Australian dollars.
Awesome.
It's fucking amazing, but too bad my computer is like shitty, and even at everything at minimum low graphics, I still get problems of frame rates, and I get booted out from online all the time. So it's like, fuck this.
Sucks, bro.
So
That's
I need to get myself a new laptop.
What card are you running?
But yeah, it's too embarrassing. I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's red. That's all you need to know.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
So, in other news, though, for my birthday last year, I got given for Steam, and I only played that recently. It's a short game, about 5.5 hours worth of campaign, but it's actually really good.
What game did you say? I didn't quite hear you.
You went robot for the short moment you said the game.
Yeah, I've been playing.
Yeah, that.
I have also played 2.
Oh no shit!
It's really good.
What's the Metacritic score in that?
I hear it.
It's about a...
No, I've been playing Firewatch.
Oh,
Oh wow!
It's a short game, about 5-6 hour campaign, but it's actually really good and really enjoyable. I actually feel like going back to playing it again because there's like multiple dialogue options, and I want to hear all the replies because it's great. The game is amazing.
I also played Firewatch.
How well did you enjoy it? Like, what was your favorite part through the game?
Actually, the favorite part is the lurking shadow that you're not alone in that farce. Other than your like the other chick from in the other station, and
Yeah, Deborah.
Yeah, there's always like I had this weird like gut feeling in your fear, like oh man, I'm like
Someone's following me in the fucking forest.
Yeah, like each passing like time, and you're like oh shit, like how it's gonna escalate. But I feel like I feel like that part is fine, and how it wrapped up is kind of like okay, you kind of like get the clues like from here and there and stuff. But I think I fucked up like most of the dialogue. I'm like no way connected with the other person at all. And it's like, yeah, it led to like a really kind of like shit rough ending, and I'm not motivated to going to the next dialogue options. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going through it. It's like you're going back, having a few jokes, flirting, and then you get to the end, you're just like, oh, really? No.
Yeah.
But anyway, because I have like headphones that have like a virtual 7.1 surround, and it's actually pretty cool. While playing the game there, just hearing little cracks of sticks, movements of bushes, and every like bird noises, animal noises every now and again.
It's almost like being out in a real forest.
Yeah, it's like the game gets that suspenseful to the point where you hear things like that and you're just like, fuck, what is it? No.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm actually surprised. It was a very good game. I mean, the most annoying part, admittedly, was just having to use the map and track myself back and forth and backtracking so much. Even though I ran through the campaign and still took my time exploring everything, it wasn't until after I finished the campaign that I realized, holy shit, I missed quite a hell of a lot. Like, there's a lot more there than I actually went and bothered exploring.
Neat.
So it's even though it is a fairly small sandbox game, there's quite a lot in there.
Yeah, it's worth a few playthroughs, eh?
It is worth a few playthroughs, actually. Yeah. It's like I don't say that about a lot of games personally because I don't like playing through games more than once. But I'm honestly going to do that again with Firewatch.
Cool.
And other news besides just watching a few movies, a bunch of anime and all that crap, every now and again, to pass the time, I also started playing Command & Conquer Red Alert 3.
Ooh.
The Uprising DLC or the Uprising expansion. And to be honest, it has like 4 mini campaigns, I guess you could call them, and in total there's only like 10 strategy missions, like regular Command and Conquer, and they're fun and actually pretty detailed. Even on medium difficulty, I found myself struggling quite a lot against AI. And yeah, you really got to, for someone who hasn't played Command and Conquer game, well, it actually took me quite a while to get back into because it was always very sudden, fast, and quick. And if you didn't know what you're doing, you just get overrun very quickly. Then I guess their newest little campaign thing they tried to do was which is what this expansion kind of made it, was they had a main character called Yuriko, which you play, but instead of actually playing as a faction, you play as just this one character in like a top-down third-person view Commando Diablo-style kind of gameplay. And
Isometric.
yeah, that's the one. And yeah, you have like your abilities, your skills, your objective to go through, and for a Command and Conquer game, it really didn't fit that well.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah. It's like, it just felt a little too easy having just this one unit go around and just murdering entire fucking armies of tanks and other infantry, and it's just like, this is not Command and Conquer that I know about.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But other than that, animated movie that came out recently, Blame, I think it is. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it.
Blame.
Yeah, Blame. New little movie. It's up on Netflix. A good little thing. It's a remake of a little animated series they had about, I think it was 15 years ago now, actually. About 8 episodes, 6 minutes each, was what it was about 15 years ago, and it was just very post-apocalyptic, but also futuristic at the same time, to the point where Earth is overrun and been pretty much claimed by all these robots that have now taken over the Earth, and humans lost control of the robots. And now humans are now treated as illegal residents and are hunted.
God.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
But then there's this one guy who comes along with this stupidly overpowered weaponry who's looking for a certain human that has a certain genotype that apparently can control the robots.
Kirito?
And no, it's a special gene that they're born with. But
Kirito?
The real black swordsman.
funny that he is dressed up in black, this guy.
Oh no.
Oh god. Can I just like future-proof this podcast and let's not talk about Berserk's animation, please?
We're not even talking about the current season. Don't worry about that. It's just the Happs,
Thank
dude.
God. Thank God.
You mean South Park Walk, the anime?
Go on, Morgan.
Yeah, man.
So I can't really talk too much about the movie because the way I like to describe things, it would possibly give away too many spoilers. But I can definitely say, if you've got the time, go watch it. Netflix, go get a VPN or just download it. I mean, what?
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
watch
actually thinking of watching it the other day. I added it to my list.
Other than that, I've been watching Supernatural season 12 because the finale just recently came on, so I downloaded that entire season, been going through that. In like a week, I've gone through a little over 2/3 of the series.
Shit. That's fucking, like, a lot.
Yeah. Like, how many episodes? That's 18 episodes times 42 minutes each. Hell if I know. Also, I got a new hard drive as well. Finally. It's taken me so many months.
Yeah.
Bloody good deal. 3 terabytes for 139 Australian dollars.
Fucking nice. 5,400 or 7,200 RPM?
Hell if I know. I really don't know.
Fuck it, as long as it stores shit.
I'm pretty sure based on its transfer speed that it was running at for multiple for like when transferring seasonal things, it was going at like 60 to 70 megabytes a second, but when transferring large standalone files, it was going at 108 megabytes per second. So I'm fairly sure it's 7200 RPM,
Yeah, that sounds about right for 7200.
which is amazing because
Fast
it's actually quite small to it as well. It's a 2.5. It looks like it's a 2.5-inch drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what's the brand?
It's Toshiba.
Oh, it's a Toshiba external drive. Cool.
Yeah. So it's actually really good. When I transferred all like the last 2 seasons worth of animes, all my movies, and
You're totally legally and purchased,
yes,
like acquired by law anime.
and movies and other TV series is off my laptop onto that new hard drive. I freed up 300 gig of space.
Yes, exactly. That
So
you cannot be prosecuted for.
Yes, but yeah, it freed up like a good 300 gigabytes worth of space on my laptop. So
Holy shit.
I had like less than 23 gig left on my laptop before that hard drive arrived. It was like my other 2 terabyte drive was just full. So other than that, I've just been back and forth with work. My girlfriend Ashley's got a friend over at the moment from somewhere else in Australia, and they're staying with us for a week as well.
Oh, is that one fucking chick I like saw the post of the other day?
Probably. I haven't been paying too much attention to Facebook recently. I just
busy with White.
I thought you were about to say I wasn't paying attention to all the chicks around me lately.
We on Thought Patrol, nigga.
Also, just like I know none of you else play Destiny, but I do, and Josh knows I was talking to him a little earlier. There was this there's a weekly event that goes around all the time. One of the raids has certain challenges, and this one challenge that I've been trying to do for like the last so many months has finally come around again. And because there's 4 raids, it alternates a different raid every week, and each raid has certain challenges. But once the week's over, you can't do those challenges anymore to get the achievement, which sucks because you only have like a week's worth of every month to do them. And yeah, it's taken me. It's a full week every month, but it's very difficult because this one specific achievement I needed to get is you had to kill the final boss in this raid a certain way, and it took me nearly 3 hours to do it.
Wow.
One boss, 3 hours.
Jeez.
But I'm glad because it was the final thing I needed to do on like a in-game event thing that's currently happening to do like all. Because Destiny, the original game, has pretty much run its course. It's done its first 3 to 4 years, and Destiny 2 is right around the corner. The beta begins next month for it, and the final game releases in September 8th. So that's upcoming. And Destiny 1 has just pretty much run its course. It's got a few updates here and there, but other than that, Destiny 2 is coming. And
So
it's coming to PC.
What you're saying is, it's time for me to start playing Destiny.
Yes.
Everything is out. You and Arcus the same, Josh. Far out. Wait, everything's out.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
everything's complete.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
There are so many things you've missed out on already that you'll never get to see again.
Yeah.
They had
All
like
those memories will be lost like tears.
They had seasonal events and all that all the time within Destiny, like Halloween events, Valentine's Day events, Christmas events. Even they even had a certain game mode called Sparrow Racing, where you have like your little hoverbike vehicles that were just made for transport within the game, and everyone loved them. And to the point where they bombarded Bungie saying, "Hey, make a race course," and they would turn around and said, "Okay, we'll give you a race course," but it was only a limited time event, and this happened twice in the span of 4 years. But yeah, limited time events like that, it's just you don't get to see them anymore.
That's the issue of video games these days. There's just so many competing things out there. It's really hard to keep attention, especially if you're working, man. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you mean keep track?
What do you mean keep track?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't even think before I said that. I'm an asshole. Sorry.
yeah, that is the biggest problem. I mean, if you're trying to get all these end game achievements, if you're a worker or a working class person, it's very difficult to do things like that because, like I said, 3 hours, one boss.
Yeah. That's about... Actually, I think that's slightly under what I spent trying to kill Defiled Amygdala. You know, the new game +2 fucking Amygdala I had to fight in that Chalice dungeon where my health was cut in half. Everything was a one-hit kill.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Then there are times where it's like going from the beginning of a raid all the way to the end of a raid. If you're not doing any like special killing methods or challenges and everything, I remember one time just going from beginning to end still took nearly 5 hours, and it's like it's a small raid with. So yeah, the game can be very punishing in time limits, unless you get yourself a good team, which is a very rare thing to do.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing and I've been addicted to Fallout Shelter for God knows how long again, and my computer has corrupted the game, so it no longer opens. So all my dwellers are dead.
God. Looks like your computer had a fallout itself.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Ken. But it's Microsoft. All of my saved data is on the cloud. If I can be bothered to try and fix the corruption, maybe I'll get my shit back. But I really can't be bothered.
So fucking savage. Man.
Started playing a bit of Overwatch again with Arcus and Izzard for a while there.
I'm not playing anymore.
Why would you want to do that? I'm not playing anymore. You can play.
You're just sore that you got like silver.
Hey, Silver Boy, don't be angry. You can
I'm
be
just
the
angry
man.
because this fucking game hasn't changed and it's been a year.
What do you want it to do?
Why don't you play League with me? Come back and play
No, I'm
League.
busy playing Gwent and I need to finish Yakuza 0.
Yeah, you do. If
Yeah,
you need to finish
you
up.
play with your high-low cards, all right?
And Persona 5
honest.
and Horizon
Gwent.
Zero Dawn.
And Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I'm busy. And then you want me to also watch anime and watch TV shows? Fucking impossible.
Yeah, man. When you gonna watch fucking Princess Breaker, dude?
Fuck.
Jew.
Fuck you.
Come on,
Jen,
Arcus,
what the fuck did you do?
What did I do? I don't know. I did a few things. Last episode I talked about a bit of the beginning part of like first impressions of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Now I finished it. I beat it. I didn't like 100% it because I'll just like save that moment when I get myself the Switch and get the Switch version of it, and then I'll 100% it.
Shit, I still haven't paid off my Switch.
Wow. All right.
It's been sitting at like 300s left.
It's currently my game of the year still, even playing Persona 5, because
No shit.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
bold.
It's reasons mainly subjective, not objective, because
That's fine. They're both very
Oh,
good.
okay.
they're obviously different games. But if I had to give you like right now like end of the year what my game of the year is, yeah, I give it to Breath of the Wild. They got that formula and they just mixed it around. They tossed the boring parts and just put in better parts in, like a hang glider and the ability to shield surf down hills. Arcus, you already experienced that yourself. It's pretty baller.
Man, yeah, that's quite baller, this game.
What about the climbing mechanic, though? I've heard a lot of complaints about that.
What are the complaints?
The fact that it's just too boring.
To climb?
The
Yeah,
climb?
the climbing mechanics is just like...
The climb is a real climb.
Well,
What are they expecting? Shadow of the fucking Colossus or something?
No, it's like considering the mechanics of climbing that have been going out in games these days, then they turn around and see Breath of the Wild and it's just, you can climb anything regardless of what it looks like.
I think people have been spoiled by Uncharted and Assassin's Creed too much.
A
Probably.
little bit. I feel like
and
that.
remember that those particular games you have, it's pretty much either set path or set walls that you can scale. With
Yeah.
obviously Breath of the Wild, yes, you can climb anywhere, and it's because kind of like like the whole idea is letting you create your own story, your own war stories, your own experiences in the world. Even though it's like you know, like an hour 20, you get the formula and what to expect in the overworld map. You either gotta find yourself shrines, you're gonna find yourself loot, you'll find yourself enemy camps, find Koroks everywhere and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think the variety.
Link, you must.
Yeah, I think
Link.
the variety itself varies because via the shrine tasks themselves. Each of them are like pretty unique. A lot of them kind of like repeat a lot, like not counting the combat shrines. Those require they just they're made for you to like use up your freaking shit weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really feel like classic Zelda with every shrine dungeon I do. It's
Oh,
yeah, and most of them, I can proudly say that 100% of them I beat them how the intended solution will
method
be.
of beating them was?
There's one
Cool.
there's one particular shrine though, I swear. I'm so stumped. It took me like 20 minutes to figure it out. Like I'm like looking at it. All right, there's a moving platform here. There's a laser all the way on the other end of the room, and there's a switch in the middle of the room. I'm like, how do you do this? I'm like experimenting. I'm throwing bombs everywhere. I'm like, what was it? Stasis everything. Try to magnet stuff. There's nothing to magnet with, and I'm like, and I bullshit myself by like using because the thing is you have to be in like in a certain spot, and you have to you have to somehow activate the switch while you're on that spot, but it's physically impossible, kinda. Not unless you bullshit around while you throw. What I did, I threw down a metal weapon. I used my magnesis and kept hitting the switch repeatedly, and I was right there at the door of the shrine, the exit, and I'm like, no, I went all the way back to the start. Like, fuck this, I can solve this shit.
Oh shit!
And I figured it out, and it was something that I couldn't have like known at all, and like it's something that you can't like. I never thought you'd do, and
Yeah.
it's something to do
It
with
was
the
a
lasers.
genuine puzzle for you. You
Yeah.
actually
I had a eureka moment, like, oh fuck.
you had to witness this shit.
Yeah.
You had to witness this shit.
All right. But yeah, like I still really love it. I'm looking forward to hard mode because I'm planning to beat the game again on hard mode and see what that's like. Regenerating health and harder enemies, and they're just hopefully it's gonna make me like feel more challenged because like around
Is there gonna be like a DLC pack for this game?
Yeah.
Except skins.
what do you mean?
Is there like a story mode, like a DLC story or something?
The second DLC is gonna have an extra dungeon and another extended story or something.
More
That'd be
trap
cool.
outfits, please.
Link goes to Drang Lake.
Fucking Ganon comes back, and it's the real Ganon.
Yeah.
You mean Pig Ganon?
Not Calamity Ganon, but like the actual fucking
Calamity
pig god
Ganon.
Ganon.
Yeah, every time I see like Breath of the Wild memes, it's always to do with Link. You must go save the princess and defeat Ganon. It's just like, yeah, I'll get to it 8 weeks later after doing all these other things.
After cooking a few meals and like explore the entire forest, maybe
Hey.
dress like a woman.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey. Nick
Goes
got
in
eat.
Mario Karts.
Mario Karts. Yeah.
So even still, after P5, it is subjectively your preferred game of the year.
It's just groundbreaking, right?
GOTY, Gwent of the Year.
Gwent of the year.
Gwent of the year. Arcus, what are you voting for Gwent of the year?
It's still the
I'm
beginning of the
thinking-
year so far. I haven't even started
Yeah.
Persona 5, but Persona 5 would probably be a high contender on the list.
Yeah, but I'm thinking I'm gonna vote Gwent for Gwent of the year.
Oh yeah?
Alright, so I've been playing Persona 5. It is technically my favorite Persona game, like out of the Persona games. It's very easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It like the only hardest part is where you're getting yourself either ambushed or you just outplayed by the enemy and you're getting like a bad turn and somehow end up killing your main character. That remember that if your main character dies, it's game over, or you restart.
Hey Jen,
Yeah.
do you suggest when I start playing I should play on hard mode?
If you want, I think it's adjustable difficulty. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. But when you mean it's easy, do you mean like it's the you have like a high advantage in the game, or is it like
I could not tell, but I think most likely the enemy's health is bigger, and they're more aware of their weaknesses, and they will take advantage of you. Like if you're
sexually?
down, yes, very yes.
There.
Shit.
Now,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah,
to me
go
that
on.
sounds kind of disappointing because I know that Persona 4 Golden, like done on like the harder difficulties, would fucking stomp you if you weren't very calculative and strategic when it comes to your next fucking battle.
Well, I don't know because I haven't played it on hard, and I'm like playing it as kind of like a game reviewer. Like I want to play it how would everybody will play it on normal anyway, and how would most people would try to play Persona. But even though us like veterans just as ourselves who played Golden, who played 3,
I played 3.
You played 3?
I played
I played
P3P.
3.
Never played a single Persona game.
Okay.
Yay.
Alright.
Good game, Morgan.
Well, I'll outline some of the stuff I like in Persona 5. At the from the get go, it's like obviously it's super pretty, super stylish. Like you can gawk at the menu screen all day.
Yeah,
Um,
sharp
I
as fuck.
got that thing that Pat has now, so I changed my Android wallpaper to the dynamic one.
Ah, sweet.
It looks really fancy.
No bugs at all. No nothing.
No bugs. It's highly customizable. You could remove things if it doesn't work, and you could change the confidants. So I changed mine to Anne.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you could change like when you swipe, right? When you swipe, whenever you swipe, you could change the confidants that it swipes to. So like you could have like a combination of Anne, Makoto, and Futaba, or whatever. So I just changed mine to just Anne. Yeah, you could do that.
All right.
See, I like that, but I could never move from Nova Launcher.
Yeah, it is using Nova Launcher.
Oh shit, really? Well, maybe I could do it then.
You could do that. Yeah, I have it launching using Nova Launcher, but then you download an extra app that could play that wallpaper.
Nice.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Message
This
me
is-
later.
Yeah,
How you
speaking of confidants, they redid the social link and made it more like a higher incentive to go ahead and let you spend time with them, and what they reward you in depends on what level of the social link you have with them. It just adds up on top of your gameplay. So, like a little bit of spoiler, you can get more money out of interrogating demons. Not interrogating, like extorting from demons. You can get yourself the baton pass, where you trade your one more to a different character,
That's the best part. I think
That's awesome.
No,
This is the mechanic that was-
no. The best part is depends. Like I won't tell you which
the
confidant.
swimsuits.
I won't tell you which confidant, but the ability to change your characters during battle is much better.
What?
You can, if it's on if it's Joku's turn, you can say, "You, Ryuji, switch with Yusuke, who I haven't been using for the last 10 hours, and switch around." Like if he's about to die, you can switch it around.
I'm guessing this is something that Futaba can do.
No, it's a different social link.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. You mean switch your reserve characters that you don't have in battle currently.
Final
with
Fantasy
the ones
X.
you haven't.
That's fantastic.
That
is
has
fun.
been needed to done in Persona for so long.
Because you have
Like, that's
so many
basic
different
JRPG
you have a lot of companions, but you kind of have them all be in battle with you all the time.
And then one step before that, no,
It's fucking awesome. That
Once
is the
that-
best part.
one step before that, the second best thing is the ability to have your reserve characters gain XP at all. Because remember, I don't know about Golden, but in
Oh,
Persona
so there's
3 and
like an
4,
XP share app or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
so everybody gets some experience. Because that's what I really hate about Persona 4 in general. Is like
You have to grind.
Yeah, you have to grind. Yeah,
Grinding.
especially actually in Persona 3, there's like around 3 characters I don't like, and I like sometimes like what if I'm forced to use these characters and they're shit, and like oh man, I gotta like grind them over, like oh no, sort out through the personas and stuff. I haven't played
that
Golden.
reminds me of other games.
When I played what you call it? I haven't played Golden, but inheriting skills is so much fun now. And I showed you Arcus,
Yeah.
like one of my personas that has like the second tier of like nearly all the elements. I got like Agilao, Bufula, I got Zio, the second tier Zio. Like pretty much
Yeah.
like nearly like 2/3 of the element list on this one persona. I'm like, that's wow! Like I'm like really spoiled right now. And
So, I'm guessing
what
they still
persona
do
is
that
it? Is
thing,
it
right?
Trumpeter or some shit?
no, it's ISIS, I think.
Okay,
I don't
so I'm
like-
guessing they
Hello.
still. All right. Fuck. So do they still do that thing where like if you max your confidant social links, their personas evolve?
I'm not sure. I haven't reached that part yet.
Oh, you haven't got that far yet? Fuck,
Yeah,
okay.
because that'll lead to the negative parts about the game that I had problems with. What else? What other good thing? Yeah, everybody, like nearly everyone is available. Like, yeah, they're pretty much always bugging you on your cell phone. Like, hey, you want to come hang? 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 And I don't know. I think maybe I didn't notice in Persona 4 or 3, where you can go up to the person and then check your social link with them, and they will give you a text saying, your bond with this person is gonna grow soon, or I don't think I don't think it's the right time to like bond with this person yet. I love that text because
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah. You could
I
still
don't,
do
Yeah.
because I don't want to waste time on like needless like fucking
Yeah. When
Yeah,
you get into the game, it becomes kind of formulaic because you want to make sure that you're using your time more efficiently to improve on certain things that you can, because you only have like a limited amount. You only have like 365 days to use in the game, right? So, you want to use it more efficiently than like fucking because there's rain happening. This shit you can't do this shit, or when you don't want to be in battle for more than one day at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and well, there's also workarounds of that because of like how many different stuff you can get on added on top of the base game while doing confidants. Like there are events where it takes time. For example, like hanging around with a social link, or like studying at a diner. Oh, but there's some events where
You fucking nurse again like this, like in Persona 4?
well, there's the teacher.
You get to fuck the teacher?
I don't know. Like I've heard there's like implied stuff, but
Straight
Like,
up in Persona 4, you fuck the teacher. No, you fuck the nurse.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, come here,
Yeah, it's
sexy
the
boy,
nurse
or whatever.
during the hospital night shift.
Oh, that was hot.
But you can also fuck a doctor in Persona 5, right?
And what else?
Like, is
Can I fuck the cat?
Okay, so
So
everyone needs to know, Jen,
Hmm.
who is your best girl?
Makoto?
Yeah.
Makoto?
Ooh.
Makoto?
Makoto?
Ooh.
Makoto? Like,
I love her biker armor. It looks badass.
I don't know. I think she's like probably not everybody's like favorite character. Not waifu, but just like character in general. The like school president, but she's always out of the loop, and everybody thinks she's like a piece of like a waste of time, and like she doesn't stand up for herself or anything like that. Then that's how she like when she overcomes that, she then has that
Christ.
persona awakened. It's pretty badass, and her persona is a motorbike named Joanna.
Yeah.
It's
It's
pretty
fucking
awesome.
the Joan of Arc, man.
Yeah.
I had to get back into Persona 5 because it took so long for me to get the game that the sex drive is no longer there.
Remember,
That's a
remember
very
on the
interesting
Remember when your
way.
game was in
waiting, I
Turkey for
sent
some
you a
reason?
picture.
It went to fucking Turkey, man.
That
It
sucks, bro.
circumnavigated the globe. It's
Remember
Like,
on your
that
second
game has
week
been
of
around the
waiting.
globe more than you have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
has.
and then
Holy shit.
I like Makoto too because not because I know her character, but it's just because that it's voiced by Misaka Makoto
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Japanese
Rina
version.
Sato, yeah.
Yeah, and it's voiced by Ueharu, the English actress. I forgot her name. Fuck. Chermile in her English dub. So yeah, I like those girls, man. I like.
You got like your
I like-
double railgun action.
Yeah, double railgun
Double
action,
railgun.
man. Double railgun action.
So,
And plus, I'm sure it'll be so fun. It's like when you're talking to the prosecutor, it's like, what have you been up to? Nothing. Not fucking your sister. What was that? Nothing.
Oh, speaking of railguns, there for a second, is it? What are you
Speaking
thinking
of fucking
about-
your sister.
Yeah. No, this ain't no era manga sensei shit. Keep that out of it. No.
remember, we're not talking about anime right now. I know you got a lot to talk about, but
What
not
you're
now.
gonna say?
Nah,
Morgan?
Anime sucks.
The one question I then have is when it comes to the railgun stuff, what are you hoping for when it comes to him asking what, like the creator he was asking is like, what do people want?
Like, look, man, I'm big. Okay, so the creator of Railgun Index is he or she is a complete loon because we don't know. They are like pretty much like Stephen King back in the day. No one knows what they look like. So he'll usually send his editor out to make announcements because I think the guy knows, the creator of Railgun knows that he doesn't want to get stabbed while on stage. Which is like, all right, guys. So instead of
Fucking why would you
instead of
do that?
season 3 of Railgun or Index, they're gonna make a pachinko game, and then it's like, and then. Okay, I see some of you have come prepared with some like knives and some clubs, but give me like 10 minutes head start. I'm begging you. It's like the next scene is like he's being mauled to death by like 100,000 fans. Like no.
Hey, you know, it could be
Pachinko
worse.
gun.
You could be a Castlevania fan.
Stop.
It's because bloody hell. Because I want another. I don't mind if it's an accelerator manga. If it's the accelerator anime series. I don't mind. I just want something from the Railgun series. I'll suck cock. I'll lick wood. I'll do anything.
Oh my god.
I'll dress up as a girl and pretend to be part of a brothel that belongs to a Catholic priest. I don't.
We
care.
got here from Persona 5.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the bad parts yet.
Just I'm begging you.
I
Give
know,
me
Izzard. I know you want it. I
Don't
know.
worry, man.
Turn me
If I
into
could
an
make
actual
a third season of Railgun for you, I would.
I'll
I'm just
hand draw it personally.
How far he would go.
If
I'll
even
give
get the
you
people
my
who made
Kokoro.
Berserk. I'll get the people who animated Berserk to do it.
done.
Arcus, I'll fucking
I
go to
I
a frick.
actually legit will write to Donald Trump saying, please
make
Dear God,
anime real.
Dear God Emperor, go to
Dear-
Japan and
Dear God
pressure the
Emperor.
Japanese government to please make us a third railgun series. There's
You've heard it here first, guys.
Sure
You've heard a
thing.
Muslim call Trump God Emperor.
Dear Daddy.
Dear Daddy.
Yeah, was
I will go to every corner of the earth and recruit the Earth's mightiest heroes just to fucking get a new season. I do not want this to end up like Haruhi. No offense, right? I don't want to. I don't want this to die.
Izzard is making his own Band of the Hawk.
Exactly. And then it's like Expendables, and then Expendables 4 is like trying to get Izard's favorite anime back on air. You see Sylvester Stallone with a Dakibukura. It's like,
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
hey, yo, guys, the real guys anime is really good, eh? Like, yeah.
Oh yo.
Hey, is it?
Yes, yeah.
Be glad you got 2 seasons of Railgun, 2 seasons of in
Don't
the
just
next
say it.
and the
Don't
movie.
just say it, Morgan.
I only got 2 seasons and a movie, and 8 of those episodes are the same goddamn episode.
Hey, fans requested it.
Yeah, fans requested. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you know it could have been worse. You know, it's like. Hang on a minute. No, it
Fishing
couldn't.
go.
Try to
It
find
could have
out
been
who-
worse. I mean, the voice actor for Haruhi could have like a sexual scandal and like never work
Cancer.
ever again.
Wendy Lee has never had a sexual scandal, thank you.
I'm not talking about Wendy Lee. I'm talking about Aya Hirano.
Yeah, but
It's not that
fuck
bad.
her.
Fuck that
Like some
bitch.
people would-
Wendy
Yeah,
Louise.
she had a
shit.
fucking sexual
Yeah.
scandal. Fuck, man, she fucked him real bad.
She fucked with everybody in the band except for the bassist. Oh,
She fucked everyone.
Oh my god.
Or sitting at the base.
Yes,
Amazing.
Shut the
was
fuck
it
up. You
bassist
know
or
what
the
I'm
drummer
talking
that
about.
got left out? I forgot.
All you fuckers need to shut up. It's Persona time.
So
Play Persona 2.
Alright. Oh, I nearly lost my train of thought there.
You were just about ready to explain the bad parts of Persona 5, or the parts you didn't like as much as the best shit,
Well,
like
like,
swapping out reserve characters and stuff.
well, for like from my first negative point, it's not about the game. It's more about Atlas and how they handle like streaming stuff. Yeah, at first when they said, oh, you're not allowed to stream or have anything recorded during anything after a certain date in July or something like that, and like everybody's like, oh, boo, and all that shit, and they're like really pretty serious about it. And yeah, it kind of made me felt relief because I'm never gonna get spoiled at the end or anything like that.
I
So
only
I'm like-
saw like one like thumbnail on a YouTube video by like goddamn IGN or something. Like less than 24 hours after the game is released. It's like, fuck off, guys. Are you serious?
Yeah, so like when they have amended their statement and saying like we're not like we didn't like kind of like enforce the July thing, but we just don't want you to like film like the final act or like anywhere, I think like after November or something like that. So it's pretty much like near end game.
Yeah, that's good.
And the moment that happened, fuck, I got spoiled like 3 things already. Like,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know anything about the game, which is good, but
You're,
you know,
you're
I
very
feel bad
lucky.
for you.
All I did was like looked up like recently. I looked up. Oh, let's listen to the Bound music again. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I like just don't like it, whatever. And on the recommended
Boom, final boss
videos,
theme.
boom, fucking like something did something did. I'm like, oh fuck, and that's why I'm not like in a hurry to finish Persona 5 right now, because I'm like, right now I'm on my downtime.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So like right now I'm on my downtime in Persona 5, and I feel like I really don't like the trend where you like when you finish a dungeon early and you have all this free time to do shit, and I kind of like feel really really bored about that, because like you're not just done doing a dungeon, because there is another a side dungeon that you're supposed to work on, and it's pretty much It's pretty much the Tartarus of the game, where
Oh,
you
really?
like Tartarus. I'm just saying.
Is
You
it
go and
harder?
no, fucking piss easy. You go through like levels, and like your main reason to go there in the first place is like you do side missions for your gang, and you get like request missions. It's pretty much you just they're just find the mini bosses and just whoop their asses and then get out of there. But in the Tartar sense that you keep going down deeper and deeper and deeper, and you find a wall, and then you're not allowed to go. You're not allowed to go pass through this wall until you pass this certain part of the story. And once I've done that, because you can just like remember that I find the monsters. The monsters in that area is like piss easy. You can just run away, or you can kill them all in one turn. And I'm like, so I'm left with doing confidence stuff. I'm doing, I'm walking around. I'm checking everything.
Train some kung fu.
Yeah, and then it's like it wears thin. It wears really thin on me. Like going through confidence, going through like worrying about my your social stats, like knowledge, courage, kindness, and like you're trying to find the right ones, and it like I already feel like I've already seen like half of what the loop will give me, and the only thing I want to get surprised is the next story arc, but like it kind of goes against the experience mentality of like you Arcus, you want to beat your dungeon really early and then do the rest. I'm like, now I kind of like want to savor those moments. On the last dungeon I did was Futabas dungeon, and trying to rescue her or steal her heart or whatever. At first I was like, yeah, I'll take my time. I'm like, I'll do this dungeon every second day because I don't kind of like want to use my time and not get bored and kind of like hate the game for it. and then when I realized like the more I go to that dungeon, I'm like, this is like dragging out. It's dragging out so much. Like in the earliest dungeons, like you're amazed on the art, and like you're getting used to the like sneaking around and doing the advantage ambush mechanic and stuff, and then you kind of get it. I hope it gets better in the next couple of dungeons, but fuck. The dialogue is still great. The character models look great. Freaking that test run with Catherine paid off because they just know what the fuck they're doing. They look so good.
Yeah.
But no doubt, it's still a great game, and they just made the game. For what you know from Persona 4 Golden, and they just add more shit if you're willing to put the time, really put the effort of getting your deciding on the right confidence to spend your time with, the right items you want to make or want to buy. Getting money is a pain in the deck. Remember Arcus, when I showed you when you extort the demon for money, and when I said like, hold up, I want more money, and I've been doing that every single time, and a good amount of them says fuck you, no more, I'm gonna bring my boys in, and like, I gotta restart the fight all over again. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that part seems a little like repetitive.
Yeah, but
Are there no golden hands anymore?
there are. I kind of want to save that for you, but yeah, there are.
Cool.
And
Golden hands are easy.
their attributes change. Like some of them are really strong against physical attacks. Some of them have only one weakness, or some of them are just too strong. So you're just kind of like,
Yeah,
Ooh,
some of them are
nice.
just fuck strange strong.
I
and
like
then they
that
disappear
change
on
up.
you.
sorry, Arcus, what was it?
Some of them are so fucking powerful, and then they just disappear on you. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, you gotta
Halfway
like,
through the fight.
yeah, you gotta like whoop them in like the first 4 turns or some shit. But yeah,
I found a great way to farm for money in Persona 4 Golden, and the hardest difficulty was I bred a Yoshitsune with Hasso Tobi. The physical attack that hits for 12 times in a row, everything in the group.
Wow.
So I would find giant groups of massive golden hands and proc that attack with my Yoshitsune.
Nice.
And I just fucking decimate everything and clean house. Get so much yen.
What else? Is there anything else? Is there any questions? More questions that you really want to know about Persona 5 right now before going in?
I want to get in there myself.
All right, because
Yeah, same.
I'm holding back a lot. Like, there's still a lot of good stuff I want to hold back, and I want you guys to experience it yourself. And I just want to add that if you ever have time to spend, or if you want to you want to save your game and then do this weird thing I want you to do is go and watch their movies. Go to the theater when it says, was it Cake Night Begins or something like that. They fucking, the localization team. They made spoof of Batman Begins with patisserie, and
That's
a
amazing.
whole bunch of shit. It's so funny. What else did I did? Oh yeah, that's right. Ongoing and the best friends because I'm still a big fan of them, and right now they're doing the Let's Play of LA Noire.
I'm watching that. It's great.
And I'm thinking, hey, I'm a better gamer than Wooly. I can do much better than him. And I remember
everyone's a better gamer than Wooly.
So
he can't fucking distinguish left and right.
So so I got my copy.
I'm not fucking joking. The whole thing is, oh, how the fuck do you distinguish left and right? He looks at his hands.
Spoon goes
he looks
here.
at his hands. Oh, this one's low.
So anyway, I got my.
And then go ahead.
So
I was gonna tell the story of how he fucked.
So I still have my
Doesn't
copy
remember.
of LA Noire, which you're not seeing it, but I'm pointing it in the camera, so you'll see it in the end product. My PS3 version, I didn't get the DLC because I did not feel like the need to, because man, LA Noire is not my cup of tea. I'm a person that fucking love whodunits. I love get the clues and then narrow down the suspects and stuff. And LA Noire. I don't know what Rockstar was doing, but fuck, it doesn't feel like I'm rewarded with my choices. And I've every single every bad interrogation or questioning. The game just pats you in the head and all right, you did your best, go on your way, continue with the story. It didn't feel natural. I think
I hate how when you fuck it up, when you fuck up that one part, then that's it. You don't get to go back and fix it.
Yeah, and it autosaves. I think I'm pretty sure it's
Isn't that kind of the point of you live with your consequences kind of game?
But there's no consequences.
Yeah, there's no consequences to
that.
fucking up an interrogation.
The story
kinda sucks.
the story continues. They eventually gonna find the suspect and shit.
Because
There's no tension because it just falls flat if you fucking fail. Who cares?
It's messed up because other games have implemented a similar system and they do very well. For example, Phoenix Wright.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Phoenix Wright has been around for decades.
Yeah. Wait, I think Phoenix Wright predates LA Noire, so this is the same system, and they do it way better.
Well, in Phoenix Wright, if you press or show the wrong thing, you will obviously get a fail state, and that's a million times better than just
Just failing and not going back.
yeah.
Yes.
But
Which bothers me because I know that there are parts of it in Wooly's gameplay right now where he knows it's one of these two clues, but he accidentally picks the wrong clue and he can't go back and he can't fix it, and you don't get the full dialogue. It's what the fuck,
Well, at least I can compliment on how pretty LA Noire is. That facial recognition tech, whatever they got there, they look so lifelike. I'm jaw dropped still. I think it's still even better than GTA 5's even though that game was like released like to a couple of years later than Eleanor. I think it was pretty good. They had the I don't know what like fucking late 40s LA looked like, but I'm kind of like convinced it kind of like feels like it, even though it still does the GTA thing where the streets are super wide because you're made to like do chases and stuff. The world is pretty empty. It's obviously it's not GTA, but they shouldn't have done like an open world.
Yeah.
Really, they should just do like
The fuck is this?
like
man?
they should just do scene by scene by scene by scene,
Yes, that would have been so much better.
like a proper film noir like movie would do. Scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what else did I play? Oh yeah. I played and finished Night in the Woods. I really like it.
You were...
More
Good.
gameplay than Life is Strange. More gameplay than Firewatch. More gameplay than any like what do you think like quote unquote like indie or
Gone
indie
Home.
like or Gone Home or a hipster game kind of thing. And
Revolution 69.
when I say like game, like there's actual mini game in there, like that's kind of like neat. It's kind of like a very watered down Hyper Light Drifter.
Wait. A watered down Hyperlight Drifter?
I mean,
As
you
in-
can top down Zelda-esque like game where you can like do dashes and do like attacks, but it's kind of like Souls-ish. You can't spam attacks ever. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like as you all know, I fucking adore Hyperlight Drifter.
But I'm not. I'm just saying as a kind of like a base. I'm saying like like very basic, but you kind of
Yeah, even still, I would like to see it.
yeah. And I'm surprised like they got this little mini game thing and like it keeps going. Oh, it keeps going. But I don't know how deep it goes. But it's pretty fun.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, and they're also like really like as you go through the story, as you go through the narrative, depending on who you hang out with, there are like very small like kind of like what do you call it, WarioWare-esque kind of like short mini games where you like go in a knife fight with your friend, or you toss like I don't know like food in their mouths and shit, or fuck around with the fountain and fuck around with everyone. It's kind of like like little stuff like that. And
Yeah.
and I think in the what you call it, the script is hella tight. I really like it. Very modern-ish. Like you could say fuck, hell yeah, shit, butt face. I don't know. And then with your main character May, she's like she's 20-year-old. She decided to drop out of college because it wasn't her thing and went back to her hometown, and then and it's more like a look of how adolescence, the look of adolescence and the transition of growing up while you're not there, and saying like, oh, your friends have grown up, they have like life decisions and all that stuff, and then some shit happens like halfway through the game, like, oh fuck, now we got like an actual mystery going on, an action, yeah. So it's very good. I give it a thumbs up. I bought it twice. I bought it for my PS4, and then I bought it for Steam for my sister, and she loved it too. Yeah.
Nice.
Stuff I watched. I watched the Dave Chappelle specials in Netflix.
Oh hell yeah!
Dude, those are so fucking good.
I saw the first one and the second one, and then I saw the Louis C.K. 2017 stand-up comedy.
Yeah, sweet.
Fuck.
Yeah. What else? I also watched Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.2.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the first 2/3 of that movie, I think it's better than the first one, kinda. The last act,
I
though,
prefer the second one more than the first one.
I prefer the last act. No, actually, sorry. The last act of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I thought was weaker than Volume 1.
Really?
Because
There was no emotion in the final. It's not as much emotion in the first one.
I think I had the idea in my head that with Guardians of the Galaxy, I thought this was the the Cowboy Bebop type of thing, the fun side of Cowboy Bebop thing that I wanted to see in the movie.
Yeah, in the second one, they kind of just went more towards the kind of comedic side of things instead of being the serious action side. But at the same time, the final battle was just okay. He could suddenly master the power, and even though it took his father millennia to do something similar to what he was able to do in a day.
Yeah, and also like they're just like they're not going a lot of places at all. It's mostly on ego. So like I thought they'd be meeting more different other characters, but it kind of like I think the whole idea, yeah, obviously the whole idea of the second movie was just to explore, to define what Star-Lord's
Background is,
and just
it's
set
okay,
up.
Jen.
Yeah,
You're ugly.
it's okay. What else? Oh, here's a weird thing. I've watched, even though I didn't buy these games, I watched both story modes of Injustice 1 and Injustice 2.
What?
Watched.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. Like, my personal preference, I really like DC more than Marvel. Because, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I really like the grittiness. Like, everything.
I like how they actually treat superhero like gods these days than like superheroes.
Yeah, either gods or just they love to just twist their nature, and that's what they did with Injustice 1. What if scenario? What if fucking Superman becomes the bad guy?
Did you read the books?
No. I kind of wanna.
Remember the
I would
pissy
suggest-
baby spit Angry Joe threw when they found out Superman was being turned into a bad guy in the
Yeah,
Injustice
Angry Joe. These
story.
days, I don't give a shit about Angry Joe's opinions on anything
Yeah.
superhero related or movie related.
Fucking stupid.
I just
Anyway, go on.
usually I just look at his stuff when it comes to video games. But if it has something to do with video games or a movie, his opinions are skewed to shit.
Yeah.
For example, that time when he said Suicide Squad was good.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube channel called I Hate Everything, and he played that clip of. They played that clip of him, like Angry Joe, going like, "Why do people hate it? I thought he was good." Oh, it was good. It was
That's funny.
fucking hilarious. You should watch that review, by the way. That Suicide Squad review by I Hate Everything.
Sure.
Man, that was the best. That was like the best event I've ever heard. It made me feel really good about what I saw. But yeah, if you're gonna, so you like Injustice 1 or Injustice 2 more in terms of story?
I like Injustice 1 because I haven't sat down and read anything like what if good guys became bad guys, and I thought that was kind of like unique. I think I think there was like an animated movie somewhere, like out of like somewhere in Netflix. Maybe they already like explored that somewhere. Where
No.
I'm pretty sure there is, or something similar along that line. But anyway, yeah. Injustice 1. When I was watching that, like, oh, this kind of looks like Mortal Kombat 9 story mode, only better, and characters that I care about. Where like, oh, they say, oh, Superman killed off Green Arrow in the first day. Like, oh, sure, oh, wow, wow, Superman's fucking serious and shit. Yeah, and I like how it ended and shit. Injustice 2.
So if you read Injustice the comic book, it's separated into different years. So year 1, year 2, and year 3.
Oof.
Those are the years after Superman pulls Joker's heart out.
Okay.
So those are like the prequel stories, and those ones lead up to the first game. And I gotta say, year 1 and year 2 is fucking fantastic. Year 3 was when John Constantine showed up and all magic and shit. That was the worst fucking book I've ever read. But it's also not written by Tom Taylor. So Tom Taylor wrote the original Injustice script and also those comic books. So that's why it's more consistent.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw Injustice 2 gameplay, loved the look, but it made no sense to me.
I think you
'Cause-
gotta. Yeah, I think you're just gonna have it on you. have
No,
it
no,
with you
no.
to play.
You played you saw the story in Injustice 1, right?
Yeah.
They explained what happened to Green Arrow back in the original universe.
Yeah.
So then, how did he come back again in Injustice 2?
That's the normal
X.
world's Green Arrow.
So is this Injustice 2 set in the normal world or in the Injustice world?
Injustice world. The entire thing is just in the world where the good Batman, the good Flash, and the good Arrow left at the end of Injustice 2. This is the world where they have Superman locked up in that Red Sun prison.
Yeah, but did they detain him in the normal universe or in the Injustice universe?
Injustice universe.
Okay, so
alternate Batman is to keep an eye on him. Remember that this is the world where like in Injustice 1, some of the heroes were kind of like afraid of Superman, so they just sided with him anyway. But there's like hardcore, like totally 100% on Superman's side, like Wonder Woman and Black Adam. They're always unwavered. They're unwavered at all, and so like how they got more protagonists in Injustice 2 is kind of like reform some of them, like in the
like the Flash came back.
Yeah, the Injustice Flash finally became a good guy. He's reformed. So is Green Lantern. Whatchamacallit? Harley also became a good guy. And yeah,
Good girl.
Sorry.
Good girl.
Good girl. Technically.
Yeah. And because whatchamacallit? Because there's new characters, video game wise, there's new characters in Injustice 2. They just like push them in. We got Supergirl in with like a little side story going on. She's supposed to be the heart.
Nobody gives a shit about Supergirl.
Yeah, no, like she's supposed to be the one who's gonna change Superman's heart, but it's fun. I like watching Justice 2 because it's fun to watch how Superman will go, because there is a new threat in Injustice 2 story mode. That's Brainiac. Brainiac is a fuck.
Does Darkseid get in here somehow?
No.
Darkseid
So
Phil.
he's purely DLC.
DLC. Yeah.
Purely DLC. So he doesn't have his own story. Okay.
Maybe if there's a third one, then obviously he's gonna be in it. It's probably gonna be much more bigger. You might send
I
Batman
want
back.
someone to make fan art of Darkseid Phil Photoshop this fucking Darkseid.
Darkseid. I think there is one.
Oh,
You're
man.
one Google search away, dude.
Oh, sometimes they for Darkseid Phil. Sometimes people call it Darkseid Paige because she fucking plays video games just as bad.
Oh shit!
Wow.
God damn! Did you see that video where Darkseid Phil was masturbating on stream?
Yep.
No.
Oh my god!
Really?
He was masturbating on stream and forgot he didn't know that it was on.
Oops. Oopsie daisy.
He said,
Oopsie
and then
daisy.
he explained that he was relaxing. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I
And
was
then
rubbing my
he
knee.
got caught, and then he was like, "Oh, I used to play Tournament Street Fighter."
Well, that's pretty much it from me. And we gone really long. And somehow we
Yeah.
dropped two of our homies.
Yeah,
Morgan
Izzard
went
left
too
and
fast.
Ryan's high. So
Ryan's high,
Do
and
they want to come back or
Izzard
not?
had to
Nah.
take care of his mother.
I'm here.
So let's
Morgan
go.
just
Yeah, let's go really quickly then. All right, so let's go over the horizon, and we'll just let's go around the table, go around the room, and just list the stuff that you're you're really looking forward to in the near future. I'm not saying like I'm really looking forward to Final Fantasy VII remake as a
3 years down the line.
3 years down the line. nah, it's something you might kind of like wanna follow up on, like in the next episode maybe. Let's see.
okay.
So let's start with you, Josh. If there's anything you're looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to The Last of Us 2.
The Last of Us.
Okay.
2. There's more of us now.
Well, at least you're looking. I think all of us is looking for E3 at least. So
Yes.
for sure we're gonna
Hopefully, hopefully it won't be as shit as last year's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last
It
year's
always
was
is.
disappointment.
But I want to see a gameplay trailer of The Last of Us 2.
Yep.
On the level of quality of the very first gameplay trailer of The Last of Us 1.
Hey, what are you expecting Far Cry 5's over-dramatized gameplay gotta be at E3 because Ubisoft?
That game doesn't exist.
So,
If it turns out how I think it's going to turn out, then... Because, see, I'm skeptical because Ubisoft, like the Far Cry team behind Far Cry 4, seem like cool guys. Like, they shit all over both factions of the Golden Path, and they clearly made the villain, Pagan Min, one of the coolest motherfuckers ever. And they clearly, like...
He's voiced by
were-
Troy Baker, so...
Yeah, they were clearly intending to make you, like, side with the charismatic villain. And Pagan was the actual victim in the story, not fucking the Golden Path. The Golden Path were actually just fucking terrorists. But, which is why I'm skeptical. I don't know if Far Cry 5 is going to be like that, where you sympathize with villains in
It
this,
has a
quote-unquote
really
villains.
mafia feel to it.
Or whether it's just going to be, hey, look, we are French and we are shooting the right-wing Americans because we fuck Trump.
gotta love
Ew.
French
What's
America,
the
man.
Tommy Wiseau accent there, man?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
looking at all the gameplay of it.
I would play a Far Cry game if your protagonist is Tommy Wiseau.
No. I
I
don't
did
want to
not
play as Tommy
sit there. I did
Wiseau.
not.
I'd rather be his best friend. At
If
least
it
he will
turns
go and
out-
talk to you.
If it turns out like I'm afraid it's going to turn out, I won't fucking play it. But if it doesn't turn out like that and it's genuinely a good game and like portrays the villains well and like doesn't make them...
What makes Far Cry 3 or 4 like make it good weren't enough to carry over Far Cry 5? What are the stuff that you guys liked about Far Cry 4? Or
I like Far Cry 3 the most.
Pagan. He likes Far Cry 3. Voss is the best thing about Far Cry
Voss
3
was
and
great.
Pagan Min.
Yeah.
And Pagan
Voss
Min
was
is the
very
best
good.
part about Far Cry
But
4.
I also
You-
like the mystical shit in Far Cry 3 where you're a Rakiat warrior and that every time you level up there's like an extra tattoo on your arm. And it's
Yeah, and I really like the Taoist fucking mystical bullshit where you like climb Buddha statues and like get the fucking
it's
go
quite
to
it's
Shangri-La
quite scenic.
and
Yeah,
shit.
that shit is quite scenic.
Yeah. So all the things that you said, to me, I don't know what's the equivalent of that in Far Cry 5.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
go.
And also,
You're gonna go to the legendary pear store in Montana.
No,
You're
and
gonna-
also the story mode. The story in Far Cry 3 was very good too, because like in the end, there's basically just two endings. The one where you leave the boat. No, you leave with everyone.
Yeah.
Or you kill everyone, and then you become like the true leader. But then when you stay behind and have sex with a lady, she
You
fucking
get-
cuts you open.
Yeah, she sacrifices
just-
you anyway.
It just
Yeah.
fucking flabbergasts me. It's like abandoned tropical island steeped in tribal warriors. And then next we have ancient mountainous country torn by civil war, steeped in Taoist mysticism. And then Montana. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's okay because Christians are gonna be the villains, and they like Jesus, so them fucking niggers need shot. Yeah, that's
I
what the
agree. It's still
mentality-
I agree. It's still up in the air with Far Cry 5.
yeah, it's
yeah.
literally up in the air. I hope I don't have to skeet shoot it.
You may have to with all the guns that you're working with.
Amazing.
Yeah, but
I hope they also, going along the lines of the gun customization in the Far Cry games, I'm hoping they extend the customization a little bit and like give you different parts to choose from.
It's always the
Like,
same shit though. It's always change the color, put a new grip, put extra ammo.
yeah, and I hate that shit. I want
Yeah.
MGS5
Use a fucking
gunsmithing
bow and
in
arrow.
I want MGS5 gunsmithing in Far Cry.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want.
I'm getting tired of using the bow and arrow. There's got to be other things you could use.
Well, there is the autocross in 4.
Yeah, that shit was great.
I want a fully automatic fucking crossbow, like Van Helsing.
Oh yeah,
but,
I want to hear just your thoughts about the new Castlevania show.
Oh yeah, you
It's
might
good.
as well since I'm a huge Castlevania fan.
Yeah.
The art style, I fucking love the art style.
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous, and at first that trailer like had me blown away. Like, whoa, this could be legitimately cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, really
it seems
good.
like the presentation was very good for the trailer because like they do the whole thing where like they zoom in on a VHS screen as some kid is playing Nintendo,
yeah.
Mhm.
and it's quite like atmospheric. It's like, oh, they know what
Yeah.
they're doing, you know. It's based on the source
But-
material.
And I look at that, but then I remember the trailer for Bayonetta Bloody Fate.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you remember
fuck,
how that turned out.
I fucking forgot that I watched that. And I also fucking forgot that I also watched the Devil May Cry series too.
Oh
love
my
that one.
god.
I like that.
Oh no, nah, come on, man.
I like the music.
The music was good, but no, the show not.
Yeah.
The music was just fucking music from
It's like my eternal problem with the Tales, my favorite JRPG series, Tales series, and when
Yeah.
they do an anime, they're not capturing the full extent of the game. It's like, you know, what you call it? It's like the thing with Final Fantasy 15. The best part is the brotherhood, the friendship with your friends, and they're much more entertaining than the main story. And I think that's like I think it kind of carries over with some of the Tales games. But when they adapt it into an anime, they just focus on the main story because it's the main story. And all the skits, all the side chats, all the like quirks. How come this character is like, you see him as a serious guy, but has like soft spots for whatever, and it's that type of shit that actually make the fans fanboy,
Care for the
go
character.
fanboy. Yeah.
Actually, I do have one question regarding that anime. Is in the game, it's like it's kind of implied, but it's not really like blatantly put out there in the anime. But I want to ask: are Alicia and Rose actually gay?
No.
Okay, because the anime heavily implied that at the end.
I don't remember much about the first. I mean, I didn't watch the second season. Only watched the first season. But there's always a tension between them throughout the actual game, and like they kind of like, they're not too chummy with each other, but they kind of like aware that, you know, it's kind of like a camaraderie thing more than friendship.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like at the end of the second season there, when Slay comes back after being in the Earth Pulse, it's kind of heavily implied they're a thing.
Yeah, you know, you're just gay.
Okay. Like I've all right. So since you said that, like, yeah, they finished the story. Oh my god.
So Castlevania, the series, you asked me my opinion on it. I remain cautiously optimistic. The
Yeah.
trailer looks great, but the final product could turn out to be totally different.
Yeah. Like Iron Fist.
It is based, by the way, on Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse.
And which Belmont is the star in that?
Trevor.
Trevor. Fucking, I was watching the Nose coverage of Castlevania or whatever, to making the music, the news about it, and it's like, the series is gonna star as Simon Belmont. Like, no, that's not right. No, it's fucking Trevor.
I think they're
Even I know
adapting the material a little bit.
I know, I know. Like I played a little bit, but at least I know the characters. Like Trevor, Sypha, Grant, and Alucard, starring that.
I don't get how
And
this is
of
gonna work
course, the
though.
coolest Belmont, Julius, the one who actually finally did fucking kill Dracula.
Yeah.
I don't get how this is gonna work though, because like, aren't these games usually just set in one big dungeon? As in
sort of.
possible?
Oh no.
Well, the castle has multiple like areas separate from each other, so.
And they might they might do the Persona thing. It was like we're gonna cover this area part of the castle, and then we're gonna go back to town and rest up.
We'll rest at this bonfire here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe we're gonna get our we might get fed off like backstories or flashbacks or some shit.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. So anyway, Morgan, anything
Yo.
looking forward to? Looking forward to?
Well, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but just saying, Destiny 2 is coming out later this year. I'm ridiculously hyped. Yeah, you can boo it all you want. I don't care. I am so fucking hyped on it.
Well,
Like-
I mean, like, considering how well it's turned out over the years, the tweaks that they've improved on it, maybe those will serve as
And-
to carry over into Destiny 2, and right from the get-go, it will be a much better game than launch Destiny was.
Well, new skills, new weapons, new abilities, all that, but you still got the same characters you knew and love. Oh god. And not only that, Bungie themselves have turned around and says like Destiny 2 from the get-go will be as big as Destiny 1 is now when it's finished.
Good.
So that in itself
okay.
is just like fucking amazing because I've already implemented nearly 2,000 Xbox hours into Destiny, so
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
Xbox hours, are those anything like real-time hours?
no, basically what it means is when you're in orbit between like missions between all that, it doesn't count as gameplay. So it doesn't count the hours when you're in orbit.
Wow.
I see.
I only
it's
did
like-
like 100 hours in Breath of the Wild, man.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Arcus.
I have two things that I'm sort of interested in looking into. Two of them are probably like, you guys will hate me. Number one, that new Assassin's Creed game set in Egypt.
You want?
I can sympathize with you on that. That's an interesting setting.
I'm not gonna buy it. Straight up, I'm not gonna buy it.
Mhm.
But I am interested to see how it will go,
Mhm.
because it has been like a year or two since the last Assassin's Creed game, and this is a franchise that is very, very hit and miss, and I kind of want it to succeed. I want to see how it go and growth and shit.
I would
that.
like to too. Black Flag. I adore Black Flag.
Yeah, and I'm sort of interested in how they could do like an Egyptian Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, so that would be cool. Maybe
you can
you'll
customize your camel.
customize your own fucking pyramid.
You
I'm
just
gonna
walk
pimp
in
it.
the
Pimp it
fucking
blue.
desert and just see a pyramid with a fucking assassin's flag hanging off of it.
Oh my god, that would be terrible. Oh
It
man,
would be
Like-
so dumb.
how many canopic jars do you have in your fucking tomb when you die? It's like all that.
my-
Oh god.
That's weird.
What else? Second thing.
Yeah.
I have a big poster of Star Wars Battlefront in my room. And because
Okay.
Battlefront 2 is coming out, I'm kind of interested to see how it goes.
Okay.
So all we know so far is that it will feature characters and like stuff from all three timelines. So it includes the stuff in Phantom Menace, the stuff in A New Hope, and some stuff from Force Awakens. So that should be very interesting. But I'm more interested in the storyline because this is the first time we might get a campaign where we star as a stormtrooper post Return of the Jedi, and I always love that extended universe shit.
Well, Arcus, the minute you said
I know the books have
has
been out there for a while,
characters.
so I'd read the
The
books.
minute you said it has characters and stuff, you already established it had more than Battlefront 1 did opening the launch day.
Yeah.
So
Fuck that game, man.
it could be. It could turn out good, hopefully. God, I would
Has-
love
God,
it to turn out
has
good.
to, because like the first one had like very low expectations now. Like there's so little content, it's so easy to like just like jack it up in the second one.
And I remember the launch price for the deluxe edition was like $90 US.
Fuck no.
Oh,
But
also,
yeah,
I'd like,
Blizzard.
sorry, I'd just like to make a fix quickly. Just calculated it then, found out, no, it's not 2,000 hours, it's only 1,000, but...
Still, that's still a lot, dude.
993 hours to be
got a
exact.
problem.
And 14 minutes.
All right,
Jesus
Jen.
Christ.
All right. In a very, very near future, most probably tomorrow, I'm gonna buy the expansion for Exerd, Guilty Gear Exerd Rev 2. I'm gonna play the new characters, Biken and what's his name? Answer.
I think
Yeah, I'm just gonna play the shit out of that and hopefully get a match in, because the last time I booted it up, Revelator, trying to find match, nobody in Australia is playing it.
Rest in
Jesus
peace.
Christ.
Tear in my eye.
It's so sad too, because it's such a good fucking fighting game.
Guilty Gear and fucking Arc System Works knows their fucking dust loops, man. They know they know their anime shit, and fuck, it's a really solid game. Even though it's kind of like the top tiers in it is very rush downy, and it's kind of hard to like break out with like least least used characters. Like I play Jam and she's close quarters. She's got no projectiles, and it's kind of like hard to go against rush down like fucking Raven and Leo. It's fucking it's so annoying, and it's hard to practice with real people because there's nobody online. So none of my friends play fighting games ever, so it sucks.
Do you have Skullgirl's second encore, Jen?
I do.
We should play sometime.
I'll get around. I was going through the tutorial. I'm like, not right now. I got Persona 5 to play. So yeah.
I love Skullgirl's second encore. So anytime you want to fire it up, like I can play Skullgirls for hours.
All right, sure.
It's one of my favorite fighting games.
Yeah, but you gotta give me the hyperbolic time chamber. I gotta know it. Then I can take you down.
No worry.
Yeah. Tekken 7.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do have confidence on my Lily. I am pretty decent with her. And yeah, fucking PS4 Tekken game, and Tekken's been out in Japan for like I don't know how long, and it took this long to get it, and we're gonna get it. It's still kind of like waking up from a weird dream. They're like, oh fuck, Akuma is in this game. Well, yeah.
It seems surreal.
Yeah, man, it's so weird. And last thing is, you're not gonna leave this episode without me mentioning Morning Musume. So,
Oh, right.
okay,
I
so
thought we were spared.
ever since I got back into the idol fandom, I'm like, I realized that the the fandom base are like either don't care anymore, or like making any effort to like sub like a lot of their videos. So like I'm like, oh fuck, the only main thing they do is like they sub their blogs, and I'm like, oh come on, man, it's like really important, meaty shit here, like you gotta like translate it for us. Like, oh fuck. So anyway, I became a patron. Is that how you say it? When I'm giving money?
Patreon. Yeah.
So I'm
Patron, yeah.
So yeah, I'm a patron to a person named Mika P. I think it's a boy or a girl. I can't tell, but he or she does like on his or own time sub like videos, and I'm like encouraging him or her to make
Awesome.
videos, and because I went in with the highest tier of donating, and I'm getting like a fully translated like video for like one for each month, and I'm also
Nice.
in contact with him or her, like
Oh, that's awesome.
just saying like
That's a fairly consistent rate, and it's a good thing that you have like direct contact with the person providing you the content.
yeah. Oh, because it's like small time is like nobody ever does it anymore. That's my biggest criticism. Back in the day there was like a proper Hello Project subbing team, like back in like 2006 or something, and they were like doing videos and videos. They would do new current videos. They would do like videos back in like in the fucking like early 2000s and stuff. Like they do a whole lot of work. But now coming back here in 2017, like almost none. I kind of want to encourage more subgroups doing Morning Wisdom stuff or Hello Project in general. But yeah, that's me.
So, Jen, just saying, when you finish editing this and putting it up there, you need to put 2 counters here through your segment. 1 counter counting every time you said and another counter counting every time you said like.
Yeah, I noticed that too, but I can't help it, dude.
Like Morgan, like shut the fuck, like up.
Yeah, I'm like All right, so
Like 'em.
just let's wrap up this episode then. Let's go
It's a
to
shame
Darko said
Izzy
what
or
he's looking forward
Ryan
to.
aren't here.
Wait, Jen, one last thing.
yeah.
So you mentioned we're gonna be changing into a different format
Yeah.
for our next episode.
Yeah.
You wanna talk a little bit about that?
Elaborate.
Okay. We're gonna.
might as well.
I was thinking of splitting it into 2 episodes. One would be purely what's the Happs, in a much more shorter form, hopefully, like around. I'm looking at a target of like 2 hours, and that's just gonna be pure what's the Happs, or maybe shooting the shit where you would just talk about anything, right? And the other half.
How many are there of us? There's me,
6.
you,
Usually 6.
6. So 6 split 2 hours. That's like,
Like,
I'm bad at math. Somebody give me a calculation.
it's roughly about 20 minutes per person.
Yeah, I think we could do that. Like 20 minutes a person, give or take, is like fucking doable.
So yeah, we'll try to do that. But and the more attractive part of the release, because this is going to be 1 episode of that, and there'll be the end of that file, and then another episode would be news.
Admittedly, it'll probably end up being like 16 or 17 minutes per person, because then there's like a couple of minutes between people, the intro and exit for the show as well.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
and I think with the what the Happs episode, I'm gonna put in check this out on that, and with the other show, I was thinking about making just a news focused, either news focused or review focused stuff. So
How about the first segment, like split that and like make the first part of that episode news, and the second half reviews of the stuff that we have watched and want to review.
yeah, that would be good. Like news, as in, okay, do we all have something newsworthy or that we want to share for news, and then the last part will be something that we all get together review, something like that.
yeah, that's
like that
exactly
idea.
my thought. Yeah, that was exactly my thought. We each have like
Ace.
2 or 3 items to put forward, or 1 if you want. I'm mostly gonna be the one who's gonna pick like 1 or 2, and because I'll be the guy who will just cut off the time, because far out, man, these 4-hour sessions, man, fucking goes
Yeah,
on.
they're rough.
Yeah.
They're rough
It-
to edit, I imagine.
Yeah, basically the whole what's the Happs thing. If everyone tries to aim to keep it towards the 15-minute mark, I think we should be good.
Yeah,
So
we just have to be like conscious about the time we're taking.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, so it's like you can go over 15 minutes, but if you try to keep it as close to 15 minutes as possible, then we should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like right now with this episode, I'm still I'm still more really interested in what you guys been doing up to, because not everybody's gonna be doing the same thing. When I try to push in, hey, let's review something, not everybody's gonna get it. Not everybody's gonna be on board. Not everybody's gonna understand what half of the team is saying. So I'm thinking like, let's just make it like a one episode, just show and tell. What have you experienced in the last since the last episode? And I think that would be a more natural thing.
Anal sex. Yes, I agree.
Honestly, when it comes to reviewing things, I know I mentioned it in the SSS Crew chat that I don't like having to purchase things and all that, but that's simply because at this point in my life I've got a lot of things that are very expensive coming up. Like I've got to buy a plane ticket. I've got to buy plane tickets for September. I've got to pay my rego in a few weeks. So yeah.
Your girlfriend. That's the most expensive thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, honestly.
I'm not even
Don't fucking
denying
lie
that.
to me.
It's just like I was trying to avoid the obvious, Arcus, because no one else here knows what that's like. I mean,
Does she listen to this show?
I hope so. Ash, get wrecked.
she doesn't actually. Thank God.
All right.
Someone links to it later on.
Yeah, thanks. It's like I'll link this to your girlfriend too. We all talk shit about her.
Belinda, I'll take you for Marcus. Trust me, I'm a much more charismatic boyfriend.
Powerbomb her through a ceiling.
Jen, wrap it up.
All right, let's go to check this out really quickly, you guys. Share the world. There's one cool thing that you would like to check out.
Right.
Okay. Morgan,
It's like
I'll go
her.
first.
do you go?
No?
Oh, you want to go, Arcus? Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna recommend American Gods.
Ooh.
It's a TV show currently airing right now. It's based on a novel by Neil Gaiman. So he does a lot of deep shit like Sandman, for example. So American Gods is about it's a journey of two people across the American country, and it's the concept that there are gods from the past that we worship. For example, like the mythological characters like Thor or Odin or stuff like that. And then there's the current generation of things that people worship, like technology, sex, power, and those are the modern gods versus the old gods. And this is the story about the war between old gods versus new gods. It's very deep.
When
So the beginning of the story.
Sorry, when
Yeah.
you say old gods and new gods, I immediately go back to like, oh fuck, that reminds me of what you call it, Crisis of Infinite Earths.
Yeah. Like, yeah, the same shit that DC's doing, like Dark Side versus like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil.
So it's kind of like that. So the
Yeah.
first episode, but all the characters are very modern. For example, all the gods that you see, they have to adapt to the current society. So they're a little different from what they look like in the books or what you imagine they are, but they're kind of like the same characters. For example, the main character, his name is Moon Shadow. Yeah, it's a really dumb name, but like, yeah.
Sounds like Moon.
Yeah,
Tsukikage.
Moon Shadow. His actual name is Moon Shadow. It's
Moon Shadow.
Yeah,
Dark
AGOC.
Raven.
he's black. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
He
Stealer of
strikes a deal with a guy on a plane, and the guy perpetually he's in shadow, except half his body is in shadow, except one of his eyes.
Huh.
Because the thing is, he's Odin.
Oh.
That's cool.
So it's pretty obvious that he's Odin. But yeah, so there's a lot of characters like that. For example,
Oh.
Thor and Ares, they all exist in this world, but then they have a kind of modern take to it. So they're still around, but they're much older than the newer gods, like obviously because they haven't existed as long. So yeah, so that's the kind of show that I'm recommending. It's really cool.
It's like is the format like each episode has their own self-contained arcs or stories, or is there like a grand?
It's one long arc as one character follows through as he travels across America.
Okay.
and stuff happens in between, and it has this kind of like supernatural feel to it because they're driving this car across the countryside, and in the beginning of the show it gets quite violent because like in the start of the show a bunch of Vikings land in America, and as they're about to set foot off the beach and into the forest, 6,000 arrows shoot into this one guy at the same time.
Wow.
Wait,
He just turns into a fucking porcupine.
how does he have enough body mass to hold 6,000 arrows?
I'm exaggerating, but like a lot of arrows,
Jeez.
hit him right on point,
Yeah.
and he turns into a fucking porcupine.
You know
Right.
that scene in Jet Li's The Hero, where at the very end?
Yeah.
That's
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, so American Gods, it's currently airing right now. It's really cool. Yeah.
yeah, I've been meaning to get around to it.
Yeah.
We'll check it out.
All right. Josh, your turn.
Well, I was borderline tempted to use to say 13 reasons why to meme this. I hate it, but I decided
Don't do
to instead meme it a different way. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, it was the day before yesterday. I finally got around to spending $12.50 and bought Pink Season.
What's that?
So, Filthy Frank's fucking
Oh my god.
pink guy out. Pink Season. And
Wow.
it has to be like consistently, honestly, one of my favorite albums I've heard in a year. It's like it's bullshit. It's stupid fucking. It's his humor. It's stupid fucking retarded bullshit and
You bought
memes.
something to do with memes. Congratulations.
But it's literally like good, legitimately well produced, fucking good quality music too. It's fucking hilarious and it's good music. So you should
So, I have-
totally like it's a cheap fucking album. There's like 30 something songs on it and it's $12.
I have a question though. Internet culture merchandise, is that just like called meme-chandise?
Merchandise, pretty much. Merchandise. Sounds like the name of some Chinese homeless dude who fucking knocks on your
I was
door.
thinking along those lines, like Minchin. Like, huh?
Yeah,
Like, kinda
meme-chan-
goes- yeah.
meme-chandise?
Meme-chan.
Meme merchandise? Yeah, you get the point.
Arcus and me were the other day quoting each other, quoting fucking lines from Pink Season and the SSS Crew back and forth to each other from songs off of it.
Wow.
Because Arcus digs it too, I imagine. Arcus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tuned out. Let's go. Morgan, your
I'm
turn.
talking about Pink Season.
Pink Season. The songs?
Ye-
Fuck
Yeah, that's my check this out.
You're
You're a
out, man.
fucking-
That's your check this out? Fuck, man.
Yes.
Fuck her out.
Oh, man.
totally,
Did you not hear
totally got
what I
out.
said?
He
you
obviously wasn't
fucking
paying attention.
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Alright.
used I said Pink Season for my check this out. I bought it for the other day for $12.50, and
Oh, you bought
Finally
the
got a-
CD?
yes, I bought it.
That's how
to
he supports
support
him.
Fucking his music,
Yeah.
because it's great.
Oh, man. Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer. Bitch look
It's
good
good
for...
for a 4-year-old.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's not great.
Okay.
It's not illegal because she's an animation.
Okay. We're gonna get banned on our own podcast.
All right,
Oh my
Morgan,
God.
save us.
Okay, so my check this out is actually going to be Monster Hunter Double Cross.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's like, I know you guys, except Genesis, all plays it, and
Mhm.
I don't know how many of the viewers play it, but I'm going to tell them to go check it out anyway, simply because the 3DS, I'm honestly not sure if the 3DS still has region locking on it. Fucking terrible design. Whoever invented region locking is an asshole.
It
But-
does. It still does.
It still
Well,
does.
Well, we do all know anyway that the Switch does not. And if you've kept
Yes.
up with the news, we all know Monster Hunter Double Cross was announced for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
better yet, it has, like Smash Brothers does, cross-play compatible with the 3DS. So people who have the Switch version can still play in the game and in the same server rooms with the 3DS players.
It's amazing.
And I know, it's great. Fun thing. But the better part about it is, like, Monster Hunter is a very simple game. If you know the basic kanji for claw, fang, tail, plate, etc., your basic armor generating items, and you can pretty much recognize the icons, which if you play any previous Monster Hunter game, you probably will anyway. It's like, just pick up the Japanese version. Play it on your Switch. Just like, if you don't already have a Switch, maybe you're already looking at getting one because you're a Nintendo fag. But no, I'm honestly going. Even if it doesn't have a Western release, when I get my Switch, I will be getting Double Cross for it. It has the cross-play compatibility. It already means that you can still transfer your save data from your regular Generations game. Whether or not that works from Western to Japanese, I don't know, but I'm still
they
willing
might
to
just
go.
announce the damn thing in E3 in localized US.
I will gladly buy a ticket to Nintendo America and stab someone if they do that, but
Stab Reggie.
Because the game's been out for a fucking while now. They should announce some localization news soon.
For real.
it's like they've announced it in Japan. They've announced it the Switch release. They have purposefully said they have no news about a Western release.
Yeah,
Capcom
all the
themselves
time.
Said that.
Remember,
Yeah, I know.
remember when fucking Bethesda denied their involvement in the Nintendo
With the
Switch?
Switch, yeah.
And then
we know.
weeks later they fucking did it. It's like, yeah, you fucking idiots.
You silver tongue fuck.
Suck a dick, Todd Howard.
Todd Silvertongue, you can go there, Howard. But no.
You can climb that mountain.
But no, I am
It just
telling
worked, okay, guys?
people- God, you make it sound like you're bringing back my Java days. I fucking hate Java. It just works. I don't know how. I don't know why. It just works. Now, go check out Double Cross. It's got so many new additions. You've like in the original Generations or single cross game, depending on which localization you played, you had technically 5 different villages, including online. Now you've got 6. Now you've got, I believe there are 3 new major keystone monsters.
Does multiplayer actually look good now? Because the multiplayer in X was terrible.
How terrible?
Consider.
When I played for Ultimate, it was very easy to select a room because each room has 1 or 2 quests in there, usually. Okay, because you could only play. You could either you could only do 4 quests between one of you having 1 quest each, or usually most people would want 1 quest between the 4 players, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, in multiplayer, when you select a room in Generations, you don't know what quests are in there unless you're in the room. Whereas for Ultimate, the actual quests that they're doing is straight up written before you even enter the room.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's more easier to optimize and pick the rooms that you want to do. Unlike going in there and then everyone's like, no, we want to do this quest and this quest. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. They had that system that you were talking about from 4. They had that back on the Wii, and I love that personally. But when it comes to Cross and Double Cross, I'm pretty sure Double Cross will be the same as Cross.
Motherfuckers.
That's because it's just an upgrade to the game. Maybe they've had some changes. I don't know, but personally, I don't believe it will be different. But at the same time, I never had that problem anyway because the only time I ever played online was when I was with friends.
Yeah, I play a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What assholes did you play with again?
Well, I think I played with some American retard, but I mostly play with my friends that live in Australia.
Yeah. Fucking hate them all.
American guy was a jackass. Let me say.
It really forces players to create their own rooms and put people in there, knowing what to expect.
Yeah, but
It's
but
easy
knowing
with
the
social
internet-
media, but
Yeah.
I don't want to use social media to play a fucking video game. I just want to go into the video game and choose the right quests.
I'm
Goddamn.
kind of used to using social media and third-party apps though, because again, I'm referencing fucking Destiny. It's like they don't have an active matchmaking system for going and make the big group activities such as your raids. If you don't have if you don't know your 6 players or have a clan already that you actively communicate with, you have to use third-party websites to go and find a group or find a party to play with, and I'm used to doing that. So it's like, to me, it's not a bother to me, which they've actually fixed in Destiny 2, actually, because they're bringing in matchmaking capabilities that you can actually look and find people who are also trying to do the raid and looking for groups. So they fixed that.
But isn't it kind of annoying how like Nintendo is bailing themselves out with the Switch using like a 3DS game?
It's not the first time. It's like I can't claim that's been Nintendo.
I mean, the console's only been out for like a month and a bit, and it's like, no, we've only got like 1-2 Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is also playable on Wii U,
Seen
Mario
the same
Kart.
shit time and time again from them. So
Yeah, I can't exactly blame Nintendo for that, because I mean, I don't reckon the Switch is going to have a massive lineup in the first place.
I feel like if they released it at the end of this year, where everything is already prepared, and then we have released like 5 games ready on day one, that would be better.
Yeah, but at the same time, apart from like,
But
the
they want to
major
make that money,
companies there-
right?
Shut up and let me finish.
Right.
But every major console that gets released always has like that slow startup period. I mean, Nintendo are just Nintendo. They're going to be a slow startup for quite a longer than most other places. But it's like Sony did it, especially with the PS4. Xbox didn't do it so much, but they did it quite largely actually with the 360, of just porting over previous games from their previous generations that people enjoyed, just to get their startup.
Yeah, Last of Us Remastered, for example.
Skyrim.
Fucking Killzone. Killzone was the only
Both
game
applicable.
on the PlayStation 4 at the time.
But but I don't reckon the Switch will get a massive lineup like they boasted it would with all its third-party supports. I do reckon
as soon as I saw all those third-party developers on that screen, I was like, bullshit.
yeah,
Fuck you.
bullshit.
I don't believe that for a minute.
They probably just paid them a bit of royalties just to use their name.
Like,
Except
I
Todd Howard
imagine
and
some
Skyrim.
third-party support, yeah. But like, as of now, it's going the way of the Wii U, man. It's sad.
I applaud them with the Integra core from the video, but that's about all I applaud them on so far.
Chip architecture, top tier. Console design, not so much. Third-party
Yes, fucking
support, fucking awful.
Jen, what do you
So-
recommend?
I said it. I said quite a few negative things about it, but I haven't outlined the big negative thing about Persona 5. It's that fucking cat, Morgana.
What? Okay.
It's what?
Morgana, the cat. The mascot of Persona 5.
Oh,
Talking shit about my alter ego.
I wanna make coffee. No, Joker. You just went into a dungeon. You need to go to sleep. You should sleep right now.
yeah, I know what you mean. It's like forcing you to do shit that you don't want to do.
Imagine that. Like, right now. Like, let's say you can go in a hard day's work, you know, like doing 9 to 5 and stuff. Like, I want to go out for dinner. I want to go hang out with my friends at night, like on a Tuesday night or whatever. And like, your cat, the one who kind of like bosses you around, saying, "Dude, you look tired." No, man, I got a couple of Red Bulls in me. I can go. But no, it forces you to sleep and shit. Apparently, later in the game that you can he kind of like freeze you, kind of like, you know, liberate you from getting limited by that. But fuck.
I would throw my cat the fuck out.
Even with that, all the negatives I said about it in my What's the Happs, I still fully recommend Persona 5.
Yeah.
It is so stylish. It is so polished. Dude, there's this part where when you have Morgana in your team, the cat, he is your navigator. Like he's your backup. He's the voice in your head saying like, "Oh no, the enemy's down and shit." If Morgana gets knocked out, he goes at the background of the battle scene and he says, I'll provide you support from here, and he still in context makes sense when he keeps calling out commands and shit. And like little stuff like that, like the all-out attacks, the unique visual style, the theming of it. Like Futaba Pyramid is both like heavily like has a Egyptian like motif plus technology like glazed on top of that as well. Like it's something that it's like something that you'd wanna see like in the past couple of good JRPGs. It's not even though let's say Final Fantasy 15 has all the technical stuff, and I think you'll be like one-sided if you like that. But Persona 5, even though it's kind of a Persona 3 game. Not Persona 3, PlayStation 3 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like it just shows like the solid gameplay, the solid stylized visual style, the well written dialogue, and it was worth it. It was worth delaying that game because
I think it was definitely
it was fun. It was fun listening to the characters talk. It kind of like breaks my heart when characters are not talking on dialogue that is like not quite necessary in the main plot. But yeah, still a real fun game. And if you have the mettle to avoid all the spoilers because of what I said before, when Atlas's amended their explanation why they don't want people to stream, I recommend doing it soon, because you might be ending up doing the Persona 5 arena thing where you're like, oops, Adachi is in the roster.
Fuck.
So take it. So it's up to you whether you want to play it now or play it later. Yeah, Persona 5. One of the best games coming out that came out in this first quarter.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Even though even though there's Gravity Rush 2 I haven't played Last Guardian last year.
I haven't touched it. Yeah.
And there's also Horizon
You're
Zero
better
Dawn I
off
kind of
not
want to check
touching
out.
The Last Guardian.
Yeah. I actually really want to try and play that because I still love platformer puzzles. So
yeah, let me know how it goes, man. I love Shadow of Colossus, so I wouldn't mind if it's kind of the same.
It looks like Eco more than Shadow of the Colossus. To be honest.
It's not.
Yeah, but I'll try it. I'll come back to it.
You know that Momo thing you were saying? Could you imagine? Do you remember in Link Between Worlds how eventually, if you were playing for a few hours and you try to save, it's like, you've been playing for a while. Make sure to take a break in between playing game sessions. Could you imagine if the game just force closed after it told you?
Stop that.
No. It's just a white screen that says "Go to sleep, nerd."
Go to sleep. Click. Wow, what a dick.
Yeah.
Communist ass game.
Jen, wrap it up. I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I know everybody's tired.
I am too.
I'm also bushed. But I think that's it for the show. Thank you very much, you guys, staying for this entire grueling hours. And I know Izzard and Ryan had to split, and we all proved that who has the strongest metal here.
Yes. Oh, real quick before we leave, we gotta do check this out for them. For Izzard, we'll do the Hotter Kaze dance for May in Overwatch, and for Ryan, we'll do some dank ass sativa or some shit.
No, we'll recommend that Evangelion TMA live action porno.
Yeah.
I can't link those things.
You can link the Hotter Kaze dance.
Yeah, Hotter Yukai. No, I'll post in my Hotter Yukai dance instead.
Fucking American.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know Japanese, okay?
Speaking of weird pornos, I still find it more amusing that the Batman vs Superman pornography got got a higher rating than the actual movie itself.
Oh God.
Because
yeah.
it delivered what it promised, man. Anyway, thank you very much, Arcus. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
coming, dude. Morgan, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Josh, for showing up from
No
your end of
problem
the
at all.
world. Thank you, thank you. I think
Yeah.
that's it for this episode of Super Shumi Show. We will catch you whenever next time.
Yeah.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Aces.